or downtime.
If you want to be free from pain, come to QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics, 252-645-6458.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of a 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers or stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, close side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
Hey folks, Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina. Breaking news, we have breaking news. Employee pricing plus rebates. That's huge savings on new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Rams. You heard it first. Big savings. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay, plus rebates. Huge savings here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It is also Jeep season. We have plenty of the new 2025 Jeep Wranglers on our lot. So it's top off season. So come check us out at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Drive a little, save a lot.
It's bow time. Bojangles is shaking up breakfast with the return of its sausage Bowberry biscuit. Savory, sizzling, country-style sausage topped with a drizzle of sweet icing, served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit stuffed with bowberries. Just when you thought you knew where breakfast was going, Bojangles flips the script. Right now, get 2 sausage Bowberry biscuits for just $5. But hurry to Bojangles, because even though breakfast is served all day, this deal is only here for a limited time. Order yours today. It's bow time.
We're not out of time.
No,
I know this clock.
Mike.
We have plenty of time. We have so much time.
We're back on the Rich Eisen Show. Susie Schuster's here. Don't let the urge to sing along that catchy tune distract you from that truck drifting towards your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers available class exclusive advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you. And Hyundai has over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006 because Hyundai's always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick and awards to Hyundai vehicles from 06 to 25. Another episode of What the Football is in your ear gates or in the YouTube page on the Rich Eisen Show. Susie and Amy Trask recorded one yesterday with Mike Florio, and now you're back to do record another episode of Women's Sports Now, available on Roku channel at midnight tonight. Good to see you, Suze. Good to have you here.
Thank you, Rich.
What is it? I mean, what's happening?
It's good to see you, Sue. I'm like, you saw me this morning.
Besides the car alarm going off for 8 times?
I'm being a professional introducing
A lead
you.
pipe wielding professional.
Wield that pipe.
What is happening?
Rich, I'm so happy to be back in the studio. I've been here so much
I've
lately.
been here all
that-
week. Please tip your waitress.
There was pizza in the fridge for the guys, leftover
And
donuts.
Vito's was swearing like a sailor?
Oh my goodness. 2 S, 1 F. It was
Okay.
fantastic.
I only caught 2 of them.
Mike, what are you doing?
What are you doing
the
over
third one?
It's not like we're playing Family Feud anymore.
Did you have did you have pizza in one hand and the buttons in the other?
because I only caught 2 of them. The last one.
They came fast and furious.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
they
last one
really
was a
did.
little-
We have a sound man who can only do one thing at once.
Mix
Well, honey,
and mix.
he disguised his love for me with an F bomb. So like it was like, Susie, I effing love you,
Very
and
good.
so that just seems like a Staten Island hello.
Yeah, that was like exactly.
Very good.
Although he is from New Jersey, not from.
Yeah, he's from Bayonne.
Yeah.
One of the 4 bridges that connect Staten Island with the world, 3 to New Jersey. Same number of bridges that connect the Bronx to that outpost known as Queens, where Juan Soto is in a new place.
It's different, man.
Oh, totally.
It's in the
different.
House
Oh, my goodness. It's so different.
Boogie Down in Queens.
The Queens accent and Brooklyn Brooklyn accents and Bronx accents and Staten Island accents, they're so far off.
Well, they are a little different.
Yeah,
they are.
No, they're
totally. Yeah, they are. Washington Heights accent is far different from a Staten Island
Mr.
accent.
Livingston, New Jersey, pipe
By the
down
way,
over there.
I get New York all the time. Do you? Yeah. People think
Yes, because you sound the same. Oh, do you?
Do you?
Okay. Who's on Women's Sports Now?
We have Sabrina Merchant from The Athletic.
Awesome.
We're going to talk in depth about what happened last weekend with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. We're going to spin ahead to next weekend because we're in the middle. We're in it, Rich.
Yes.
We're excited about it. So we have a lot to cover. We're going to talk about sales. We're going to talk about sponsors coming to the WNBA.
Love it.
But we're also going to go deep into women's college softball.
It seems like almost that, which is as popular an event as ESPN puts on every single year. It seems like Caitlin Clark's games are just go off the rails every time. It seems like there's something going on in every single one of her games.
Well, she had a trip dub the first. We know that,
Look
right?
at you.
Do you like that's cute, isn't it? She passes
I'll take
Sabrina Ionesco's record in her second game for all-time games played with 25 plus a double in the assist.
Susie Schuster's prepared for. I'm sorry, I don't mean to
By the
cut
way,
you
I'm
off.
ready.
It's called a hard out.
Yeah.
So, very good.
Susie's a lead pipe. Wilkin.
Okay. Thank you. Very good, Mike.
What was that?
Well done. Mike Del Cifo sticks the landing on this Wednesday show.
nothing to say,
Here to
Brock.
stick the landing, Mike.
I thought it was 54:05.
For the ones who get it done, Granger offers high-quality supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by.
Navy Federal Credit Union celebrates Military Appreciation Month in May. Whether you're active duty, a veteran, or a military family, we are all united this month to celebrate those who go above and beyond. As a credit union created for the military community, Navy Federal takes special care to ensure that our members feel celebrated and honored every day and every May. So from all of us at Navy Federal, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NC.
The Holton Ahlers Show.
Mike Wright, new quarterback transfer. This is a huge get for ECU in a lot of different ways. Just talk about your decision to, come to ECU.
I think just being able to connect with the coaching staff. The portal is an interesting place. A lot of people call it the college version of free agency. And looking at my history and my background, I've been a free agent a couple of times. It's like speed dating. You find a different team and you try to connect with the coaching staff as quick as possible, and you fall in love. And so that's what happened with Coach Baker and Coach Harrell on the staff.
The Holton Ahlers Show, exclusively on the Pirate Radio TV channel on YouTube.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
Watch the Down East Bird Dogs play.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
Watch the Down East Bird Dogs play.
North Carolina State Parks is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jockey's Ridge State Park, June 5th through the 8th in Nags Head, North Carolina. Exciting educational activities will take place, including yoga on the dunes, kayak trips, big canoe trips, a sandcastle building contest, and a horseshoe competition. All activities are free to the public. Special events also include a drone show, a concert by the Connells on June 5th, and bubbly toasts at sunset. For tickets and a full schedule, visit Jockey'sRidge50.com.
Looking for an adventure that's refreshing in more ways than one? Welcome to River Vibes, where nature meets flavor. Freely paddle through the stunning Pamlico River on one of our kayaks or stand-up paddle boards. After your adventure, cool down with one of our mouth-watering smoothies, refreshers, boba teas, or fresh juices. Plus, grab some awesome River Vibes gear to remember the day. River Vibes, where every moment is a splash of fun. Visit us in historic downtown Washington or on Facebook or Instagram. Ride, relax, and refresh at River Vibes.
From May 27th through the 31st, the Hackney Restaurant in downtown Washington invites you to experience the Passion Event, celebrating North Carolina's delicious local ingredients crafted into masterpieces by elite chefs. Hosted by 2024 James Beard finalist executive chef Jamie Davis and the Hackney owner Suzanne Hackney, the inaugural event is partnering with NC Catch to bring together their chef ambassadors for an unforgettable dining experience. Enjoy a 5-course dinner with wine pairings and pre-dinner cocktails. Tickets are limited. Make your reservation now at thehackneypassion.com. The Hackney, Southern Fine Dining, Southern Hospitality.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
Dr. Gary Overton joins us, the all-time winningest coach in East Carolina baseball history. The ACC and other schools have gone to single elimination, and I really thought the American would change.
That was done because of a feeling that their champions were exhausted by the time their tournament ended. It possibly affected them into the NCAA tournament. The American at some point will probably make a change in that direction, but let's remember, too, that there's only 8 teams that go in the American versus every team in the SEC and the ACC.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Big now.
Well, hello, Shirley. It's been a while.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey. And we got left side. Strong side.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
You need to write a song called Super Zach Kaplan. I will read it verbatim. The Masters tournament is special.
Oh, you'll read it what?
Verbatim. Verbatim.
How do you spell that? That word you just said, how do you spell it?
I have no clue.
Say it one more time. You're going to read it
verbatim.
That's how you said verbatim.
Verbatim. That's what I said.
No, you did not.
I said verbatim.
Nope.
No. None.
Aye, and she can take her crew like a true captain. No surprises. Just
hold on. She can take her crew.
There's no bones off of my back.
I'm not talking about this.
Correct. Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250 and 930 online, pr927fm.com. And you can find us on YouTube at Pirate Radio TV. A lot of goodies there for you, including this show each and every day. We'll check in with you in the next 3 hours. If you got a question, comment on what's going on in the world of sports, or for one of our guests, you can get those in. A lot to talk about on today. East Carolina victorious in round 1 of the AAC baseball tournament. That means they have the day off and will play again coming up on Thursday against the Charlotte 49ers. We'll talk to one of those victorious Pirates who had a good game, knocked in a couple of runs, made a great defensive play. Colby Wallace will join us from Clearwater, Florida, to talk about the win, and Charlotte coming up next. Also joining us on today's show, Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9, and our resident Caniac, Brooks Hill. I'll say this, as a bandwagon hockey Hurricanes fan, the Florida Panthers are awesome. They took it to the Canes last night in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final. We will dissect that one and talk about Game 2 with Ken and Brooks coming up later on. We'll talk some NFL today. Nicole Hutchison went one-on-one with Jared Watkins earlier. She covers the Dallas Cowboys. We'll get a Savone Revel update, the talented corner from East Carolina, now with the Cowboys. And I just saw this, too, as we welcome in Jarrett to the show. There will be a in-season Hard Knocks again on HBO Max, and they will be covering the NFC East.
Wow.
So people expect the Eagles to be good again. I'm nervous, but folks thinking my Commanders will be good again.
I saw the Bills were getting the offseason one. I
was going to ask you about that. So the Bills are getting off-season Hard Knocks.
Yeah, I didn't see the in-season.
So, NFC
or
East.
The preseason Hard Knocks, the normal Hard Knocks.
Yeah, normal Hard Knocks is Bills.
They did a Giants off-season Hard Knocks.
Training camp, preseason, yeah, will be the Bills. All right, fair enough. Also, Holton Ahlers going to join us. Holton coming off his first UFL touchdown over the weekend. We'll talk to Holt about that and his New York Knicks playing in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals tonight. We've already got Jamie, the Pacers fan, in the chat, fired up for the show today and for the game tonight. And we got an in-studio guest to kick off today's show, Phoenix Evans, former East Carolina Pirate, and usually Phoenix Chandler Honeycutt sitting in that chair, and we always start off with the old Remember the Titans left side, strong side, and a couple of the viewers knowing that we got maybe the strongest side we've ever had beside me today with Phoenix Evans. Phoenix, appreciate you joining us. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you for having me.
A lot going on. You keeping up with NBA, Hurricanes? You watching any of this stuff?
Keeping up with the NBA, not necessarily the Hurricanes, but keeping up with the NBA. Saw the game last night. Tough loss for Minnesota. But I'm looking forward for OKC and New York Knicks being in the finals.
All right, Thunder Knicks is Phoenix's NBA title. I'm looking forward to this Knicks-Pacers series. And Phoenix, you can relate to 90s Knicks-Pacers, Reggie Miller, Spike Lee. So it's kind of a little bit of nostalgia. You got different, obviously, players now, but I love the way Brunson plays. I like the rivalry they have. So I'm kind of intrigued by the series.
Hey, I will hope that the Knicks can get it done. Reggie Miller gave me the choke sign language. So hopefully they can get over the hump and get to the finals.
All right, Phoenix, you're here today to talk about a football camp coming up, and got the Phoenix Rising camp at South Central High School, June 26th to June 28th. We'll talk about that, but let's kind of catch up to what you're doing these days, both teaching and coaching. So where are you teaching now?
Right now I'm teaching at Pac-Tolis Global School, 6th through 8th grade, CTE, Computer Technology Education classes. I'm also coaching at South Central football and basketball, women's basketball.
When you said you're coaching CTE, you're also, in a way, teaching kids at the football camp how not to get those head into the proper way, right, of tackling. But the CTE you're talking about is computers. But, all right, so you're coaching as well over at South Central. Some big changes to coaching with Chris Cherry stepping down, right?
Oh, yeah, one of the legends. He's going to be very missed at South Central, but I guess his time has came and he's passing on the torch. But look forward to the new coaches that's going over there, which is Ryan Bowie is the head coach, and I want to say Leland Jones is the basketball coach, and E.C. Cofield is the women's basketball coach. So it's going to be new, but again, as we grow, things change, so look forward to those guys over there doing great things.
What are you in charge of? What's your specialty with the coaching football?
Well, football is the offensive line, so we'll make sure the offensive line goes. If the offensive line goes, we can have a great season. So.
We need to have Greg Hudson on with you, former ECU defensive coordinator. He is involved with the Joe Moore Award, so he loves talking offensive line, and it's the most maybe important part of your team, right?
Most important part. We might not get a lot of highlights. But, again, if we winning and we dominating, then normally the running backs and quarterbacks are praisers.
Well, let's talk about the football camp. It's coming up the 26th through the 28th. Boys and girls, and the girls part fascinates me, Phoenix, because we talked a lot before you came on the air. We got a lot to promote about your daughter, I understand, but she and other girls are interested in football, and you're seeing flag football become more and more popular. It was making headlines yesterday because it will be in the Olympics. But highlight kind of the boys and girls part of it, because you said there's girls around that want to play football too.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a rising. Girls have always been wanting to play football, but now that they have flag football that's available for them. They're getting involved. Actually, I think I went out yesterday to practice. We got spring ball right now in South Central. Saw some of the girls with flags on, working out. So they're definitely engaged into, flag football. So therefore, I made it a camp where it can be girls and boys. not just boys, because girls are, asking, about the camp, and also asking, how can they get involved in football.
I was going to ask you before I knew all the information about this. I was thinking some questions to ask you. How do you feel about flag football becoming more popular in an Olympic sport, being that you played the physical brand of football? Sounds like you're all for it, though, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, it gives you the moves. You got to be able to move different playing flag football. You also got to be able to I won't say tackle, but be able to stay in front of a guy to snatch the flag. So it's definitely different. It's offensive and defensive one-on-ones a lot. So therefore, it'll gear. A guy's trying to play physical tackle football, he'll be geared to being able to cover someone one-on-one or go by someone one-on-one.
All skill levels welcome to this camp. And will there be contact, or will this be flags mostly when you're playing?
So we are having, I'm glad you asked that, the last day of the camp, we are having a flag football game, between the different ages, 6 to 10, and then 11 to 14-year-olds. So it'll be 2 games going on at that time at the end of the camp, which is to be that Saturday. It won't be physical contact. We will have like bags and pads where they can hit, but you don't want to cause no injuries out there, no major injuries.
Yeah. How about, it's a big responsibility for coaches, and when you put on these camps to teach the proper way, and as a former player, you probably watch football and maybe cringe sometimes when you see a guy, because sometimes we hate the targeting stuff, but I would say for the most part, it's almost for the defensive guy's safety. When they go in there with the head down, they can break their neck, and it's tough to watch sometimes. So I know proper technique is something you want to get across.
Yeah, most definitely. With me coaching high school, I definitely that's one of my emphasis is make sure you keep your head up when you're tackling. Always keep your head up when you're blocking as well, because you can't have a neck injury doing that. But yeah, it's definitely to protect the players, because again, like a bad tackle can, injure a player or injure the person you're tackling. So,
well, Phoenix, so now you're almost involved in now both sides of it with the flag and the tackling. Are you seeing more here locally? Are there more opportunities for girls to play, or with the flag football and stuff like that? Is that becoming, more popular with leagues and stuff?
It's a big thing. It's a big thing. I think I just seen a young lady got a scholarship play flag football for the college. So therefore,
wow.
I think Pitt County just started a flag football season last year. So it went well. So again, it's giving them the ladies opportunities to play flag football and go to school as well. And
for the the folks that want to hit, how do you feel about the health, and I use that word, but the football right now, tackle football, is that something that you see continuing to go on in the future? I know some folks are worried about injuries and stuff like that, but how about the numbers with South Central and other schools around here? Are people still interested in playing?
Oh yeah. I think right now, like I said, we got spring ball. We got about 50 guys that came out for spring ball. So people are definitely interested in playing football. I don't see football going anywhere.
Yeah.
No time soon. I mean, like, they're gonna water down the different hits, protect people from getting injured. But I mean, it's a sport that it's been going on a while. So, and folks love it. So you tune in on Sundays, and everybody's is glued to the TV. So
it is. NFL is king right now. They could do no wrong in a lot of folks' eyes. Jared, where are we at on the? I believe I read last night that the new playoff format is not expected to go through.
They rescinded the proposal this morning.
Okay, so what was going to happen was, now the way it is now, if you win your division, you get a home game. Even if you only win 6 games, 7 games, you get a home game. That will continue on, at least for the now. Yeah. So you know what, I'm not super on one side or the other, but I'd rather it stay the way it is. I know you're a big proponent of, you win your division, you get a home game. That's the way it's been. That's the way we're going to keep it, at least for now. So there you go. Thoughts, Phoenix?
My thoughts is, you have some watered down divisions. So therefore, 7 and 9 having a home game, I really don't like that, because you got the team can be 11 and 5 or 12 and 6, however it may be. But again, I don't like it, but again, that's the division. That's what's going on. But again, I know you was talking about Washington, the Commanders, and I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I ain't get to say that in there when you was talking, but so therefore, my Dallas Cowboys are gonna be awesome this year too.
Oh, are you one of those Cowboys fans that thinks Super Bowl every year?
No, I don't think Super Bowl every year, but
what do you think about Pickens?
think that's a great pick. I think that's going to free up CeeDee Lamb a little bit, from getting double teamed. And they're going to have a two-headed monster, Pickens or CeeDee. You got to choose which one.
Well, Phoenix, I'm sure you've come across some very talented guys that also like to get penalties and lose their heads. So that's Pickens' issue.
It's a different locker room. So again, I just got to go by what he's going to give us. I know what he gave Pittsburgh, so I got to start over with him. So I can't just say just what he's going to do with the Cowboys.
I like that. We'll tune in later because Jarrett's got a one-on-one with a Cowboys writer, so you can see what she's saying. Are we excited about the Revel? I know you love. I hate it, man. It seems like Dwayne Harris, and even going back in the day, Robert Jones, John Jett. Somehow Pirates always end up a Cowboy.
We're a Cowboy. We're a Cowboy. We're a Pirate. We're a Pirate than a Cowboy. So I like the pick, man. I like the young guy that they just picked, Revel.
Talented dude.
Talented. Hope stop. I mean, you got to put 11 guys in the box. You got to stop it. So I wouldn't. It's not. I don't see it as being. It ain't like they fire. I don't see. I mean, I don't see any football play can be dangerous, but
right
again, you just got to. They line up. You got to stop it. So
my thing. I mean, if it's not an illegal formation, what are we complaining about? Like it's a football play. So
I know.
Stop it.
I think some of the defensive coordinators that can't stop it has been complaining. So getting 4 or 5 yards a pop. Getting a touchdown every time down there is like, we don't want to do. We don't see this play no more.
And really, it's just one team doing it. A team we both hate. So, but we're still saying let it go. Maybe we should learn how to do it.
It's here to stay. So
yeah. So there's no.
It was
they're not taking that away.
The vote was 22-10. So not enough teams voted against it.
Okay. There you go. All right.
They also got to have a good quarterback too. That's strong, can run it. And they got a good quarterback. That's
Jalen Hurts is
600 some pounds in college. So. Strong legs, you can run and get in them.
He's the man. Phoenix Evans joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Phoenix, how you feel about current Pirate football? We were talking about it a little bit earlier. We were talking about who was going to be toting the rock. Man, big turnaround when Blake Harrell took over last year, made the change at quarterback with Caden Hauser, and then you saw this team flourish, ending with a win over NC State. How you feel about Pirate football?
Man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to August the 28th. I can't stand State, so they're our rivals. But I look forward to seeing Caden Hauser and Gunn running the rock. I'll also look forward to see how Blake Harrell is going to do his second year with full control, in the whole season. So. Just excited. Want to see BYU come in here, see what we do with them.
That'd be a big one, yeah.
Big one. And I want to see large crowds. I want to see large crowds in the stadium this year. So
Phoenix has got kind of the old Conference USA era East Carolina logo. I like that.
Oh yeah.
You played late '90s, early 2000s.
That's correct.
Yeah. So did you get State? Did you play them in Charlotte, or where'd you play State?
We played them here, 1999, 19-6 was the score. They tried to take the goalpost downtown. So. Yeah, we played them here, so it was a great game. David Garrard went off, so we had a great time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What that's a memorable win for you. You know the exact score and what happened. What were your other favorite W's here at ECU?
My most memorable win was Miami. So when we went to NC State and beat Miami, we took the goalpost down there too as well. So I hate to say that. I know it's a lot of noise about that, but I can't never not unhear that stadium.
Man.
It was just so loud. So just to be down that much and then come back and win it, for the fans, for what was going on at the time with the hurricane, that's definitely one of my most memorable wins. And then West Virginia and Charlotte, when we during preseason, they was like we were what would call us cupcake wins, or the first two games they had was cupcakes, and we won and beat them the first game, and then. Coach Connors had cupcake shirts, so I thought we were cupcakes. So, I ain't gonna never forget that win. So, yeah, it's a lot of great wins. We had, Syracuse as well. So it's a lot of great teams we beat, during that time.
Man, and love the chip that Phoenix still has on the shoulder. We need to get that back for sure. Man, I was lucky enough to be in Carter Finley Stadium for that win over Miami. And as a Washington fan, Clinton Portis, Santana Moss, like a bunch of those guys, all their guys went on to the NFL. But I don't even think we talk enough about what y'all were going through. Like, yeah, it was bad here, but y'all went to South Carolina, stayed there, didn't know what the heck was happening back here, right? The whole time.
Not at all. I mean, we just was focusing on, the next opponent. We just beat South Carolina, had a great game there. and put us up in a hotel. We we stayed together. Some tensions rose because we was all together at one time. But again, that was I want to say that was we bonded that week. We bonded the most. So. It made the season how it was because we was definitely, brothers.
Yeah, no doubt. Former Conley Viking Jamie Wilson had a good game there against
great game.
The Hurricanes. Then, all right, Phoenix Evans joining us. He's got the Phoenix Rising football camp coming up the 26th through the 28th of June. So that'll be next month. But folks can sign up. Phoenix, what's the best way for people to get involved here?
So I got my flyer on Facebook. You can tap into the QR code that goes right to the Cash App. Also have on Facebook the registration form. You can just hit that link. It'll tap onto it as well.
We put out the flyer. It's on Pirate Radio as well for folks on our Twitter. We'll put it on Instagram everywhere.
Thank you. And also it'll be around different barbershops. I'm starting to put those out as well, so they'll see it on different barbershops and different businesses in the community.
And if you got a physical flyer, drop one off here actually. Or we'll have one and keep it right here. So folks that come in our studio and building can get involved. But again, this is for boys and girls. I think that's really cool. And speaking of girls, let's talk about Brooke Evans, man, because she's got a lot of accolades. Tell us about your daughter, Phoenix.
Hey, man, I'm excited about Brooke. Brooke been doing this for 8th grade until now she's a junior. She's worked hard. Like, you don't have to, coach her. Like, she's dedicated. She's in the gym 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. She's in the gym 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. But the accolade she has is basically due to her hard work. She over 1,000 points, over 1,000 rebounds. Also in the classroom, academic 4.2 GPA.
4.2.
About 11 offers from different schools. So it's dope. I can't, appraise her enough of the dedication she has already because, I know it's going to be a lot different in college, and I think she's already preparing herself the way she's dedicated now. So if she keep that mindset, she's going to do some great things.
Man, I didn't know you could get higher than a 4 when I was a student in Phoenix. I was trying to get above a 3, personally.
Same here.
Man, congratulations to her. You said already receiving some offers from basketball, but also does it on the volleyball court. And does she enjoy football as well, like her pops?
She does. She actually, really wanted to play the flag football when it came out last year, but it was during the season. So it was right during the season, so I was like, you're not about to play no flag, but she loves football as well. She wants to get out there and play wide receiver.
Okay, all right, run some routes. What do you think about overall the flag football being introduced to the Olympics? Do you think it's a positive thing?
I think it's a positive thing. I mean, so buddy of mine, Eric Graham, which played here at
Big E.
He I want to say 10 years ago they was doing flag football around the U.S. and there was big major tournaments. I didn't think it was like that, but they you get a little physical. Offensive tackle going against defensive ends, and they definitely have like the U.S. championship. So I think he was involved with a couple of them. So it's a real big deal. It's been a big deal, but for it to come.
Get a little more mainstream now.
More mainstream now for the Olympics. It's going to even bring it more exposure to us.
Eric was playing. He was doing some semi-pro football too, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. So he was staying busy post ECU.
Keith Stokes as well was doing a little flag football as well. So.
Good stuff. All right, yeah. Maybe it'll be something more in the mainstream that can get not to replace what we watch with football now, but another league. Phoenix, good luck with the camp, and like Jonathan said before we went on, we'll get you back on in June. Folks want to. And because we love talking football with you and also promoting the camp, so we'll get you back on, man.
Look forward to it.
Thank you, sir. All right, Phoenix Evans joining us to kick off this Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live, and we return Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9, along with Brooks Hill. We'll talk some Canes hockey, get you caught up on what's going on today in the AAC tournament. A lot of day baseball going on as well, so we'll hit on all that when we return Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. New spring arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at shimmerboutiqueonline.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
It's bow time. Bojangles is shaking up breakfast with the return of its sausage Bowberry biscuit. Savory, sizzling, country-style sausage topped with a drizzle of sweet icing, served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit stuffed with bowberries. Just when you thought you knew where breakfast was going, Bojangles flips the script. But head to Bojangles soon, because even though breakfast is served all day, the sausage Bowberry biscuit is here for a limited time. Order yours today. It's bow time.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
Hey, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. May and June will be here soon, and Mom and Dad are due for something extra special. There's no better gift than the protection of life. Empower your parent with a trip to Carolina Caliber. From home defense to concealed carry and tons of other personal protection and shooting sports gear, your parents deserve to choose from the finest selection in Eastern NC. Plus, the summer will be sizzling with exceptional factory promotions they won't want to miss. Grab a gift card and send them on over to Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
The biggest and best Memorial Day sale is on at Bostic Sub Furniture. Store-wide savings on furniture for every room, plus hundreds of items in stock with 6-month special financing. Plus, get a discount equal to 2 times the sales tax on beautiful living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, or 60-month special financing. Sleep better and save on a new brand name mattress with up to 60-month special financing. Don't miss the incredible Memorial Day sale on now at Bostic Sub Furniture.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of a 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers or stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, close side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
Pirate Radio, where the heart of Greenville lives. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all of your office printing devices. Contact Walker Allen Volaba today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. On Tuesday and Wednesday nights, you can enjoy acoustic night. And on Thursdays, it's Singo and karaoke. Of course, the weekends, you get the best live music every Saturday and Sunday. And don't forget, on Mondays, enjoy some sports trivia with our very own Clip Brock. For more details, check them out on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll see you at the Buck, where the music never stops. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Had a fun night at the Buck on Monday. We're going to have fun at Overtime Tavern coming up tonight. Might double up and go back to the lemon pepper wings that were so good on Monday for lunch. Might have to do that again coming up tonight at OT's, where we will be watching some Major League Baseball, NBA playoffs, Knicks and Pacers game one. Also got the Western Conference Final going on in hockey with the Oilers and the Stars. Joining us in the Pirate Radio studios from WNCT Channel 9, Ken Watlington. Hello, Ken.
Hey, Club.
Oh, no. Cocky, confident Ken is dead. We got Eeyore Ken back with us.
I'm telling you, man. Last night whooped my butt.
You had the
drained
Braves.
all the positivity out of me.
The Braves losing to the Nationals, but more importantly, I'll say that, Ken, I don't know a ton about hockey. I really jump on here in the playoffs. And watching the Panthers play last night, I came away saying, damn, they are a really good hockey team.
Here's kind of the simple way to look at it. There's a reason the Panthers have made back-to-back Eastern Conference Final appearances. There's a reason the Panthers have made back-to-back Stanley Cup Final appearances. There's a reason they're defending Stanley Cup champion. There's also a reason the Carolina Hurricanes have now lost 13 straight Eastern Conference Final games. It's just
It's a different level, almost.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it's like watching an Olympic team play a JV high school team. It's the disparity is not that much, but there is definitely just a difference in these two teams. The way they attack, the way they play, maybe the way they're coached, which is kind of ironic. Paul Maurice was former Canes coach, Coach Rod Brindamore. But maybe last night was an anomaly, and this thing will balance itself out. But boy, it doesn't give me a lot of hope.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards more sweep than anomaly, but that's just me not knowing a ton of what I'm watching. I watch it for the enjoyment, for the Canes and the goals and the celebration and the siren and all that. But even I could come away saying, man, the way Carolina dominated the New Jersey series, dominated quite a bit of the Capitals series. Exactly. That just wasn't happening.
And you go into this Eastern Conference Final thinking, okay, it's going to be different this year because the way they played against New Jersey and the way they played against Washington. It just turns out both those teams are full of bums, apparently, and Florida is really, really stinking good.
Yeah, I don't know if
that's all the hockey analysis I have.
Right now, I'm just giving all the credit in the world to the Panthers. Yep. They just look like, again, a different level.
Nothing says ice hockey like South Florida.
Yeah, I know that, like, NHL, man, Canadian fans, they got to be hating watching Carolina and Florida in the Eastern Conference Final. All right, well, let's get another opinion in. Brooks Hill joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line, voice of the back-to-back champion, Binghamton Black Bears. Brooksy, our resident Caniac. Brooks, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing a lot better, it sounds like, than you two guys. Already down in the dumps after game one.
Well, that's Ken's natural state.
That's it. It's just a regular Wednesday for me.
After watching last night, Brooks, it's not even about the Canes. It's about the Panthers are too damn good. But it sounds like you're going to give us a little positivity here.
Yeah, I think so. I wrote down some notes watching last night's game. And essentially, the game comes down to about 4 key moments that really tilted in favor of Florida. I thought the Hurricanes played the way that they needed to be competitive in the game. I won't say the way that the game turned out, they didn't do everything they wanted to do. Otherwise, they probably win that game on home ice. But basically, it comes down to bad penalty time, and then a rare Jordan Staal turnover in his own end really flips the game on its head, giving Florida their second goal. And then I think, Scott Morrow just did not have the playoff debut that he was hoping for on the defensive blue line.
Well, the Staal miscue was a big one, of course, and But it also goes back to, like, the Canes have to play, nearly perfect.
Yeah.
If they want to win a game, win this series.
Let's talk a little bit more about Scott Morrow. Like, obviously, Jalen Chatfield would make a difference if he's healthy and able to play, and it's still a day-to-day thing. Hopefully we see him tomorrow. Who knows? What do you think about the decision not to play the rookie a second time, Alexander Nikishin, who was up and down in his first game, in the last series, made a crucial turnover that led to a goal that was thankfully wiped off due to offsides. But what do you think of to go with one guy or the other? Do you think Rod made the right call last night?
Well, hard to argue that Rod made the wrong call. He's the head coach of an NHL team, and he's at practice every day where I'm watching from 8 hours away up in New York. So I have to say what he thought was the right call. And, based on the handiness availability, he likes having a left-handed and a right-handed defenseman in each pair. And if Nikishin was going to play, that means somebody was going to have to play their offside. And I guess what he was probably thinking is, hey, this is the opportunity to let Morrow play, and we can still have lefties and righties all through the defensive pairings. So I think that's why he decided to go with Morrow. I would have thought he would have gone in with Nikishin, and if Chatfield doesn't play for Game 2 on Thursday, I think we will see Nikishin play probably in the third pair once again, and they would just have to probably just be righty-righty, and they'll have to live with it.
Brooks Hill on the phone, Ken Watlington here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Hurricanes down 1-0 in the series, and you want to pull out the must-win for a Game 2, guys?
I mean, you got to win at some point, so why not do it in Game 2?
I mean, Brooks, you got to win this next one, right, to have a chance?
Yeah, I do think so. I think it is must-win. You hate saying that it's in Game 2, but Florida hasn't played the best on their home ice this year in the postseason. So hopefully you can, split in Raleigh and then just go down to Florida and you try to split down there.
Brooks, I am, again, not a hockey aficionado. If that goal that Aho had...
You made that clear.
I like to make it clear all the time. Wait, was that a shot at me? Man.
It was not. It was just a joke.
Brooks, I like that you got a few hairs on your chest now. Bring it. I like that.
All right. I'm laughing.
Well, how about this? That if that Aho goal would have been against us, I'd have called it crap. You can't kick a puck into the net like he did.
Yeah, I still don't think he kicked the puck in. Redirecting the puck and kicking it is two different things.
Kicking is a distinct action. Just happening to the puck hit your foot and goes in.
And you get credit for the goal if that happens?
It's talent.
Yes.
Man, I don't know about this sport.
There's something about being in the right place at the right time.
I guess.
Absolutely.
That was a Mickey Mouse goal.
Well,
I mean, hey, it still counts the same.
I guess so.
It's like a chip in for birdie. It's still a birdie whether you were off the green or off
exactly.
the green.
Yeah, but you don't kick it in. You don't kick the ball in. You hit it with your stick. With your golf stick.
A golf aficionado here as well. How about that? Break out your sticks.
That's a terrible example, Brooks.
I thought it was a good one.
Yeah.
It's like throwing the ball into the end zone and be like, that's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown. I drop kicked it in. I don't know. Y'all know more about it than me. I make that clear, says Brooks. But having said that, from the part, I'll be honest, I did fall asleep and not see the last period pretty much.
Yeah, I stopped watching in the second period, turned on an old episode of 24.
I thought...
calm down with some nice relaxing television.
Yeah, really. Way to let the blood pressure go down. But Brooks, to your point earlier, I thought Aho was good last night. I thought the Canes, even you had a quote up from Brindamore. What did he say, Ken?
I found this kind of funny that, after the game in the presser, Brindamore was quoted as saying, I didn't hate our game tonight. And on the flip side of that, Paul Maurice goes, I didn't love our game tonight.
Oh, dear.
So what was the score? What happened out there? How do these coaches see these things differently? What are we missing?
But you kind of highlighted it, Brooks. There was a few mistakes. They had the Aho kind of retaliation deal, and he got called for a penalty, and they ended up scoring on that, right? So, but I thought he and others, played well. But again, it's like you got to be perfect almost to beat this Florida team.
Well, you don't have to be perfect because we just saw that Toronto was able to push it to a 7-game series and able to defeat Florida 3 times in that series. Granted, maybe if they were perfect, they win the 4th game, but they were able to do some things to agitate the Panthers, I would say. And I agree with Brindamore that truly the way that the Hurricanes played last night, I don't think was too far off from what they wanted to play as. I think in the 3rd period, like you said, when Kiefer Sutherland's doing his thing on 24, the game got away from Carolina and they started chasing the hits. They started chasing the antics that the Panthers are trying to agitate the pot. You had the whole Marchand Gostisbehere thing in the 3rd period as well, and then later on in the period, Gostisbehere gets caught going for a big hit behind the net instead of having his stick in the passing lane, and that led to the Lucer-Reining goal to make it 5-1 at the time. So, yeah, it's a minuscule error in a game that's probably already decided, but you eliminate some of that stuff, and then that's very, very close, if not the way that Brindamore wants the team to play.
In the first 2 rounds, Carolina's penalty kill, fantastic. First 2 rounds, Freddie Anderson, fantastic. Last night, both, you could say, were pretty shaky. Is this, do you think, going to be a trend, or was last night just hopefully an aberration?
I think it is a little bit of an aberration or an anomaly. I think that is the toughest playoff game the Hurricanes have played this year, both physically and speed-wise as well. Pace of the game. So I think that does take a little bit of time to adjust to. We've normally seen throughout the regular season that when the Hurricanes do have long breaks in between games, or like they're coming off the bye week or the Four Nations face-off earlier this year, they typically struggle when they come back. It's with the, rest versus rust discussion that people like to talk about all the time, and sometimes you'd rather just keep playing every other day, like Florida has been the last 2 weeks. And, you keep in that momentum, you have that rhythm, you have a schedule, you're really not practicing any at all. You're just going through the motions at a morning skate, talking about X's and O's. You're not really getting better at this point this season. So I think I think the Hurricanes can make the right adjustments. Obviously, Chatfield being back in the second pairing, I think could be the biggest thing lineup-wise for the Hurricanes. And I would expect that the penalty kill really go back in stride. They were only 1 for 3 last night. I think they scored twice with about 30 seconds left to go. So they're great for the first 90, and then that second unit just able to get it done for Florida, which, hey, 2 good shots. First 90 seconds look great, but you got to get the whole 2 minutes.
Brooks Hill joining us on the phone. Ken Watlington here in studio. Brooks, appreciate you joining us, man, breaking it down. You've given me a little bit of hope that the Hurricanes can come out and play better in Game 2.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, he is saying there's a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely room for improvement. I think Florida can play better than what they did. I thought they kind of were coasting a little bit.
That's scary.
I don't like to hear that.
Well, I mean, hey, it's just the way it is. The Hurricanes can take it to another level, and I think Florida can match it. It's just a matter of actually, will they do it? Last night, Florida took it to another level. Carolina didn't match it. Doesn't mean that they can't do it. They just didn't.
All right. Well, we're throwing it to break now. Okay, we're in break. Brooks, if you ever come at me like that on my show again, it's on.
Oh, okay. I didn't think I was coming at you. I didn't think that was a chirp. I thought that was a joke.
No, I love it. I appreciated it. Brooksy, we'll talk to you again soon, man.
All right, yeah, appreciate it. And honestly, thanks for Ken for coming on too. That was really insightful too.
Go Canes.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll see you guys.
All right.
Ring season for Brooks Hill. Just picked up another one with the Binghamton Black Bears. Joining us here on Pirate Radio Live. I'm glad Brooks was on to deflect a lot of the gloom and doom that Ken and I were putting off.
So would y'all claim that you're Canes fans?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you hate that quote by Rod Brindamore?
I just don't understand it. I don't hate it, but obviously he sees the game in a much different way than I do as a, very much, I won't say novelty fan, but
I hear that a lot from my coaches as a Raider fan.
That's totally different.
I know it's totally
you brought
different.
up the Raiders because I was going to say if Charles Lee said that in Game 65, yeah, I would have hated it.
Yeah.
This is a team in the Eastern Conference Final. They've done awesome things.
But still, I mean, losing, 5-1, and you're like, I didn't hate what I saw. It's like, really?
I just think it's funny that Rod goes, I kind of liked what I saw tonight. And the other guy whose team went up there and thrashed the opponent on the road goes, I didn't really like it. I don't think we are good.
Yeah, if I'm a Panther fan, I love that. It's like, we still got some more to prove. Got a chip on his shoulder.
That's BS, though. He's just saying that.
But yeah, that's rah-rah stuff.
Yeah. Okay, well, the Hurricanes don't need rah-rah crap.
Well, I don't want the coach.
They can say we played pretty well. Let's do that again and erase some of those small mistakes and win.
Okay.
I'm going to jinx this. I've been to a lot of Canes playoff games over the last, 7 seasons now. Some of them in an official capacity for my job as a working member of the media, others as a paying ticket customer. They've never lost a game where I've paid to get in to see.
Okay.
In the playoffs. I'm going tomorrow night.
All right.
As a paying member of the crowd.
So it's not some.
I've seen them lose a lot of games when I'm way up in the press box with my suit and tie on. Game 7 against the Rangers a couple years ago. I think it was the Rangers. All these things blended together now. The Gaston gets swept against the Panthers 2 years ago. So whenever I pay to get in, good things happen.
All right.
And if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's my fault for bringing it.
You'll never go back.
Never driving around Raleigh if I ever have to go anywhere.
I like that, Ken. I had a long streak with the Washington Redskins, and that ended, I believe, when John Beck was the starting quarterback. So, I owe it more to that than me jinxing it.
I had a streak from the mid-'80s until about 2012 where I never saw the Atlanta Braves win in person. And I'm talking about I was traveling Pittsburgh, Detroit, all these other places to see them play, and Atlanta, obviously, and they never won.
All right. Well,
but they've now gotten off the schneid.
The Ken Watlington pay for a ticket streak tries to roll on coming up on Thursday night.
I can't believe I said it out loud.
We'll take a break, come back, got more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a busy Wednesday. We're back with you after this.
Aces for Autism, a nonprofit, is here to provide opportunities for individuals with autism and their families. A place of hope, joy, and success. Whether it's helping a child make their first sound or preparing a young adult for vocational opportunities, we provide support where it wasn't available before. You can help us support families by supporting Aces for Autism's Team Together campaign. There are many ways to participate, such as buying a brick or sponsoring a room. To learn more about our state-of-the-art facility, visit acestogether.com.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor, and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
Hey, Righty, you feeling okay? You've been dragging all day.
Ugh, don't even talk to me, Lefty. These shoes are a disaster. My arch is crying.
Dude, we have to go to Fleet Feet. They have a 3D scanner to customize shoes for every foot.
Wait, like custom fit? For me?
Yes, you and me. They have the top brands such as OnCloud, Brooks, and Hoka, plus many more. Fleet Feet, where fit happens. Schedule your appointment at fleetfeet.com or come in today and treat your feet right. Find your perfect pair at Fleet Feet.
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates.
Pirate Radio.
So you believe in pirates?
Pirates aren't Santa. They did exist, they did have treasures, and they did bury it.
You know, I had an eye patch when I was 6.
Who didn't, my friend? Who didn't?
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. You can book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the pirates fly. And do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatment. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, down in Clearwater, FAU and Rice trading haymakers. Rice scores 2 in the 8th to tie it up. FAU has scored 2 in the bottom of the 8th to take an 8-6 lead in the 8th inning. So they are playing down in Florida. Also coming up on Wednesday, Wichita State and South Florida coming up next. It'll be East Carolina and Charlotte in Game 2 on Thursday. So Game 1 is at 1. Game 2, we'll put that around a 4:30ish to 5 start time. So we'll be following that one on Pirate Radio Live coming up on Thursday. That on our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Bucks. Can the Orioles, I said the Bucks, I meant the Buck. Buccaneer Music Hall. Orioles trying to win a game. Wow. They have a 3-2 lead in the 9th, runner on for the Brewers with 1 out there. The Twins won a suspended game earlier today, 6-5. Gavin Williams will be on the bump in about 5 minutes for the Guardians as they play the Twins. Coming up, the Rays a winner today over the Astros, 8-4. Cubbies beat the Marlins 2-1. Got Braves and Nats coming up at 6:45. Mets and Red Sox 6:45 as well. White Sox, Bone, tied with the Mariners in the 6th inning. So
sixth, yeah, stacking them.
Got a win last night. Trying to get another one.
Let's do it again. We'll win the series against the Seattle Mariners.
That would be big.
Yeah, would love to.
Division leader.
Yeah, kick them down a couple pegs.
Teach them a lesson or two.
I mean, really, like, how bad do you have to feel when you lose to a team like the White Sox or the Rockies?
Yeah.
It's got to be pretty.
Braves have done both. I guess they haven't played the White Sox yet.
I feel like
we'll sweep you.
Probably.
I feel like the Braves in their good era here, Ken, of playoffs, World Series, have struggled against crap teams.
Well,
does it feel that way to you as well?
They're just struggling this year. They finally got over 500 and can't really sustain it. So I think they're back to even now.
Would you say the next game is must win?
I'm not going to go there.
You can't lose a series to the Nationals.
I'm not going to go there. Ken's going there. I'm not going there.
I've been there.
Is that a WNCT thing? Just, not even halfway through a
Zach
162 game season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they started 0-7.
Brian Bailey's not a must-win guy. The Cowboys could start 0-4, and he'll say you don't give out the Lombardi in September.
Yeah.
So he is not a must-win guy.
That's good.
He thinks they're going to win all the time, but yeah. All right. This I found interesting. We talked tush push earlier. Debate over the tush push led to a heated exchange between NFL owners and league executives Wednesday morning. I don't even know if I can read some of this on the air. But Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie pulled out all the stops, apparently. Towards the end of a speech that lasted close to an hour, Lurie made an off-the-cuff analogy. He told the room, regardless of whether the play was banned, it was a win-win for the Eagles, adding that it was like a wet dream to a teenage boy to create a play that was so successful, the only way for it to be stopped was for it to be banned. Can I say that on the air?
Sure
you
can.
Yeah. I don't know. But what a odd.
You're just quoting the man. It's not.
It's a quote. You didn't say it.
So are you going to say it on the news tonight?
That'll be Brian Bailey's segment. I believe that's sports.
What an odd thing to say.
Very. I get his point, though. It's like, oh, you can't stop this play, so you got to ban it. Okay.
So you said he spoke for an hour like a filibuster on the House floor and the Senate floor.
They brought in Jason
He's just talking
Kelsey.
forever, and he's running out of stuff, and then he starts talking about wet dreams.
Yeah, I guess so. Let me tell you about my night last night, guys. Jesus, Jeffrey, calm down.
An hour, though, that's way... I would have voted against the tush push just because of that. You're going to make me listen to this for an hour?
Well, it was an hour, but it was only a minute and a half of game time, so it was good.
I mean, you're able to talk about that play for an hour, but you couldn't come up with a better name?
An hour passed when Niners owner Jed York asked Lurie how much more bleep he needed to say. How much more bleep do you need to say here? The vote failed 22-10.
I need to see who voted to keep it.
The Eagles.
Because I know one guy who can stop it.
Who's that?
Max Crosby. Watch
how?
that. He jumps over the line and grabs Jalen Hurts by the waist and just pulls.
Did he do that?
Yeah. On the goal line, too.
Luvu stopped it for about 5 minutes when it kept getting penalties.
I think it's still happening.
He was trying to do the Max Crosby, but he couldn't time it right.
They call it the Max Crosby, huh?
I do.
All right, Ken, we are about out of time. Did J.H. Rose win last night?
They did.
How about Conley? Conley softball did win.
They did.
All right, good deal.
Good win.
Good win.
Tough win.
Tough, good.
Tough
and good.
I thought we were a tougher team.
That's my guy right there.
Oh, how's
Let's go Hawks.
Did they win the whatever conference they're in?
They did not. They it's funny. They've been really hot lately. Back April 15th, I think it was, they lost here to ECU to go under 500. They went 14-3 to end the season, ended up the 2 seed in the CAA tournament, which starts today. They don't play till tomorrow. They're hot, but they're not as hot as the number 1 seed in Northeastern, who's riding a 25-game win streak.
I saw them
They're
as a 2 seed.
45-9 overall.
Yeah, as a 2.
Yeah, I don't think they have the facilities to host, but who knows? They're right there on the edge of a top 20. I think they're 19th in the country in one of the polls.
So y'all need to win.
Yay.
Y'all need to win
to
get in.
We're not getting in. Yeah, we're 32-22 or something like that. And have some decent wins over Georgia, State, Southern Miss, schools like that. But yeah, it ain't enough.
Where do they play that tournament?
It's in North Charleston, Patriots Point in Charleston this year. So Hawks play the winner of some of the games today. They reseed after the first round.
10-4. Ken, thank you for joining us.
Appreciate
Go Canes.
y'all.
Have fun at the game.
Yeah, I jinxed it, didn't I?
Are you the siren sounder and you just don't want to tell us? What if they made you pay for a ticket and you get to be the siren sounder?
It's not me.
It's not you. All right.
It's not me. I can guarantee you.
Well, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Colby Wallace joins us next to talk about ECU's victory last night. Back with you after these words.
for pest control that packs a punch? BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged
Hey
up.
folks, Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina. Breaking news, we have breaking news. Employee pricing plus rebates. That's huge savings on new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Rams. You heard it first. Big savings. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay, plus rebates. Huge savings here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It is also Jeep season. We have plenty of the new 2025 Jeep Wranglers on our lot. So it's top off season. So come check us out at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Drive a little, save a lot.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Looking for bold flavors and badass deals? Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Right now, the Badass Margarita is just $8. Yeah, you heard that right. Feast on the mouthwatering burrito burger, dig into their elote street corn dip, and treat yourself to the churro crunch shake. Wash it all down with BD's Amber Ale, just $4 all day, every day. Or sip one of their signature cocktails, like Southern Peach Tea or Daddy's Dragonberry. And don't miss half-off appetizers the last 2 hours before they close. It's not badass if it's not Bad Daddy's.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
The Brewers get a run. Orioles and Brewers going to extra innings. Poor O's. Mariners have a couple on right now, trying to take the lead over Chicago in the 7th inning. Gavin Williams about to take the mound Will he take the mound up 1-0 or scoreless? There are 2 outs in the top of the first, runner at third for the Guardians. All of those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck.
The Buck.
Shirley, let's test your brain and fingers real quick. We got chat gang chiming in. We didn't check in with them hour 1. Let's do it now. Steve says, "Hey yo,
hey yo,
Clipper, go Gator,
go Gator,
done and dusted."
Give me a second. Done and dusted.
It was in the men's section.
It was in the men's section.
Jamie says, "Hey now,
hey now,
go Pirates, go Pacers." Jerry says, "Hello, hey
count
Jerry."
the bell.
Hello.
What's up, J-Bird?
Hey, J-Bird. Let's see. Joel says, "We here." PJ says, "Hello." Hello. Hello. Jerry had some comments about Paul Maurice. He says, "I wonder why Paul Maurice seems to be a better coach now than when he did when he was with the Hurricanes." I talked about it with Wade Minter yesterday. I was like, man, it seems like we play Paul Maurice or Peter Laviolette or these former coaches a lot. And it's like any sport. NBA is bad with it. NFL does it. The recycling. And the one man's trash is another man's treasure. So even the greats you complain about at times. But I don't know. It's one of those things. Jamie says, "How'd your Nerfies go yesterday, Clip? I can't bet this week, not in North Carolina." Another 3-1 night with the plays that I gave out. Hit some Nerfies and hit the Brewers beating the Orioles, which, again, I have the Brewers today. I need Gavin to give me 3 outs, and I could hit a Nerfie right now because the Guardians do not score in the top of the first following a leadoff double. So it is 0-0 heading into the bottom of the first. Big Gav on the mound for Cleveland.
We have our first elimination in the American Athletic Conference baseball tournament.
Who's out of here?
Rice.
Get that rice out of my face.
They're fried.
They're cooked.
They're steamed.
Some ranch on it.
I guess steamed would be angry. Fried would be done.
Mm-hmm.
What other kinds of rice is there?
They're
white, which they...
Yeah,
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
Okay, Jamie, good for you. Brooks Hill's got a little taco meat on his chest today.
Yeah.
Had a nice zinger to me. I felt like a zinger. Did you think it was a zinger?
Yeah. Because you said I'm not a hockey aficionado. He's like, yeah, you've made that perfectly clear.
I thought that was great. Shout out to Brooks. Our little boy growing up. Mike P. said something about Jerry Jones. Not going to read that again. He said, "How does one become a league executive? It sounds like a job where you don't do anything and get paid handsomely." Yeah, I want to be on a committee or like, you want to do I hear a lot of people work for a nonprofit. They make a lot of money doing that, right?
I don't think they make any money.
You don't think people working with a nonprofit, they make zero money?
How do you get paid when the company makes no profit?
Right. That's the rub. That's the scam.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to work for a nonprofit. I want to be on a committee. I want to be an executive. How do I do that? Can y'all help me out?
Do you really want to do that?
I just want to make money for doing nothing.
Okay.
Like Dire Straits said, money for nothing. Chicks for free. I don't know if that's part of the job, but I want money for nothing. How do I get involved in a job where I make money?
You can always work for the government.
Yeah, these guys that they play golf and they go to lunches and stuff, business trips. I want to do some business trips.
Yeah.
I want to do that. The company's sending me to Vegas this week. Why?
Dang.
I don't know, to go stay in a hotel and play poker. Okay. I want that job. Maybe one day. Anyway, let's get to Colby Wallace. He had a good night last night. Pirates had a good night last night as they knocked off the Bulls of South Florida. And Colby joins us from Clearwater to talk about that. Colby, how you doing?
Doing good.
Well, congratulations on the victory, and you guys take care of business in Game 1 against South Florida. That, you know, a new season begins when you get into these postseason tournaments. So, I don't know, is there a different message from Coach Godwin or Palumbo or from the team itself, or did you guys just go out there and play good baseball? What kind of led to the victory last night?
Yeah, you know, it was just we look at it as a new season, and what's happened in the past hasn't really gone how we wanted it to, but, you know, it's a new season, and we just go out there and play the best baseball we can.
I know one thing going for you last night was the guy on the mound, and anytime you can get Ethan Norby throwing the way he does and showing that emotion, that's got to fire everybody up, right? How about the lefty last night?
Oh, yeah, 100%. When you get out there and you put up 3 and then you get a quick 3 outs, it's a momentum changer because, I mean, he works quick and all the momentum was just in our dugout from the jump.
Good night for Colby at the dish. Had a hit, couple of RBIs, a run scored, and a beautiful bunt, Colby. And you get the kind of the bat taken out of your hands, so to speak. But to get that run in early, every run is precious, especially in these tournament games. You know, how much pride do you take in that? I know you want to lace one into left field or hit one over the fence, but how about that bunt you laid down?
Yeah, you know, whenever I get a chance to score a run, I'm not really worried about it. You know, it's free RBI, so I don't see it as taking the bat out of my hands. I see it as being able to get a job done and get RBI.
Yep, got that one and added another one later in the game. Couple of RBIs for Colby in the win last night over the South Florida Bulls. So for ECU, a day off and a game against Charlotte coming up on Thursday. And Colby, does a day off mean any beach time for you guys?
No, not right now. We're just focusing on winning. We got to lift and gonna hit, so we're just trying to rest up and get ready to play Charlotte tomorrow.
There you go. Colby got some individual honors, which is cool. I know the goal is to get those team honors, of course, but one man left off all those lists, and that's Dixon Williams. We talked about that quite a bit yesterday. Is that something that was talked about from the team? Is Dixon playing with a little chip on his shoulder here?
Yeah, you know, we're not really worried about it. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't take another player over Dixon, so we're not really worried about what the awards are. We're just really just glad Dixon's here because, I mean, I wouldn't take anybody over him.
Yeah, the series against South Florida, which we just saw, you guys, you know, dominated a game, were run ruled in a game, and then played a tight one. And kind of a similar deal with Charlotte. Got blanked 6-0, blew them out 12-4, and then played a tight 3-2. So a lot of these teams, Colby, I guess, pretty similar, pretty even. Of course, UTSA had a fantastic year, but you guys were able to, you know, knock them off as well. So you got to think you can play and beat anybody that you know is across from you, right?
Oh yeah, we know we can play with anybody and beat everybody. It's just we know all of them can beat us too if we don't play their best baseball. So you know, we just gotta keep trying to be consistent because we've been struggling with being consistent after a good win. So we just gotta keep going out there and playing the game.
Colby Wallace joining us. Colby, how about the weather and the facilities down there? I've talked to a lot of guys that really do enjoy playing in Clearwater. How about yourself? How's your experience gone in the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's beautiful out here. It's really fun to come play in that stadium. I guess some good dirt, which I always like. And, you know, where the area we're staying at's really nice. So been going around looking at some shops.
Good deal. Hopefully you can hit one into that tiki bar they got up there where those fans are chilling. Colby, how about this time of year where, you know, exams are done and it's all about baseball? You can just focus on that. How nice is that where you don't have other, I don't want to call them distractions because, you know, your grades are important to you, but other things going on like that?
Yeah, it's really nice not having to worry about it, but it's kind of like opening up a bunch of free time, and you know, Coach G talks about it all the time. How are we going to utilize that time? So just trying to, you know, stay focused on the main goal, and main goal is winning. So just trying to utilize all the time we have
You mentioned it, Colby, a good rest day for you guys, recovery day. But is there any baseball included? You going to find the time to get any swings in? Anybody throwing? Or is it all kind of just relaxing today?
Yeah, we're gonna go get a lift in, and hitters are gonna hit, and I'm gonna assume the pitchers are gonna be throwing while we're hitting. So still gonna get after it.
Good deal. We got the Charlotte 49ers coming up on Thursday as the Pirates try to keep on winning and stay in that winner's bracket and maybe hoist the trophy, and we'll find out Monday where you're going to a regional. That all sounds great. But first, I got to take care of Charlotte. What do you kind of remember about that series, Colby, with the 49ers earlier this year?
Yeah, I remember the first day we kind of, lulled through the game. We didn't really have good at bats, so really just the key is having good at bats and kind of getting the momentum started, and then having our pitchers fill up the zone. And when we do that, that's when we're at our best.
Colby Wallace joining us. All right, Colby, well, appreciate it. Congratulations on the victory, and go get another one tomorrow, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Pirate third baseman, and you see him on the mound as well. Colby Wallace joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, East Carolina. A winner last night. Talked about it there with Colby. Ethan Norby. Well, we predicted a good outing for him, and man, did he come through for ECU. And got to give the bats credit too. What Brandon Manning yesterday, and a lot of folks who talked about that series said Danny Beal made it, put an emphasis on it. Start early, get going early. The Pirates were able to do that, get a lead, and really never look back. Wire to wire win for ECU.
Yeah, you get 3 runs in that first inning. Norby gets you, starts the game with 6 strikeouts in a row. He starts pumping up the team. Yeah, exactly what you needed. I think he went 4 2/3. Pruitt comes in, don't really get what you want out of him, so put Ethan Young in. I don't know what's wrong with Ethan Young, but hopefully he's good to go later on in this tournament.
Charlotte series, much like the USF series. Pirates blew them out. Pirates got shut out, and then a 3-2 good game against Charlotte. So pretty even matchup, East Carolina and Charlotte. And we do not have to face their ace, which threw yesterday.
Yeah, Blake Gillespie. Good performance from him yesterday. I think he got the strikeout record for the American Athletic Conference tournament. And Norby was on pace, but it just slowed down a little bit there.
The Owls of Rice have been eliminated. FAU Owls stay alive with a victory. That one just coming to an end down in Clearwater. All right, let's. What you got, Jared?
Just my favorite part of yesterday. No errors. Infield,
there you go.
Defensively, we were just.
How many walks? Because those are things we discussed yesterday. I'll look at the box score.
I think Pruitt had a couple. Young had a couple. I think Jake Hunter maybe had 1 or 2.
So 13-4 strikeout ratio. We'll take that.
Yeah, any day. Yeah.
So the strikeout to walk ratio was there. What did Mully say? Zeros on that third column. Pirates had 9 runs on 15 hits and 0 errors.
Good,
there you go.
Good. Exactly what you wanted yesterday.
Recipe for a dub. We'll take a break, come back. More Pirate Radio Live on the way. J-Bone went one-on-one with Nicole Hutchison. We will have that interview for you as she talks Cowboys. Got that and more coming up. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of a 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers or stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, close side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room in downtown Greenville, where the drinks are cold, the food is fire, and the fun never stops. Check us out every night at 7 for our special events. Tuesday night is Singo, Wednesday Hollywood Trivia, Thursday's Kahoot Night, and Fridays is Tunes and Taps starting at 7 p.m. Don't miss Yappy Hour, Thursday through Saturday, 4 to 7, where we serve up half-priced apps from the toolbox. Make sure to check out our new menu, featuring the taco wrap, North Carolina Cowboy flatbread, and buffalo loaded chips. Check out our Facebook page for more information. Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room, where good times are always on tap.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. Pirate Radio, we are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and on Greenville Boulevard, and of course in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Gavin Williams and Murphy King gets out of the first. 1-2-3. He is now pitching in the bottom of the 7th inning and has a couple outs. keeping an eye on Big Gav today. 2 strikeouts already in the second inning. No score between the Guardians and the Twins. The Orioles and Brewers are trading runs. Both teams score a run in the 10th inning. We now are in the 11th. It is 4-4 in Milwaukee. White Sox add a run, trying to win the series against the Seattle Mariners. 5-4 Sox over the Mariners in the heading to the 8th inning.
Yep.
After 7 innings. Those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck.
The Buck.
What time? When are we getting underway with more baseball in Clearwater? Let's see. AAC baseball.
It just ended, 10 minutes ago? So
I'd say more like 17 or so minutes.
Okay.
Personally.
So what, we're 30 minutes away?
We've got Wichita State and South Florida going at it in the 6th game of the AAC tournament, game 2 today. Once again, Pirates and 49ers coming up tomorrow around 4:30 to 5-ish.
Something like that.
We'll call it. Hey, let's make predictions. I'm gonna write them down. Game 1 is at 1 o'clock. East Carolina will play 47 minutes after that. What time will the ECU game start? Let's go around the horn. Shirley, you're playing too.
You got to think UTSA Tulane going to be a heavy hitter kind of matchup. So I think that game might go about 4 hours.
Whoa, okay.
Our game went like 4.5 last night. Or no, it went around 4, 7:30 to about 11:30. Or 8. It started at 8, excuse me.
It went about 3:37, I think I saw.
Okay.
All right, so what do you got? Are you going 4 hours?
Yeah, we'll say 4:45.
Wait, Jared. All right.
Just right now, 4:45.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you've got it going less than 3 hours. All right, 10-4.
Stop making me do math.
I will, but now you're okay. 4:45 says Bone.
So he's including the 45 minutes.
Yes, he said it's going to go 4 hours. Yet now he has the game ending in under 3 hours. All right, Shirley. Game starts at 1.
Okay.
So what time will the first game end?
The first game will end at 4:30.
4:30, and then we're going to add another 47 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So that would put you at
5:17.
I'm going to split your difference here because I was thinking in the 450s range. So give me a solid 454. 454 are going to be my numbers. All right, the picks are in. We'll see who does the best. Winner gets $1 million.
Nice.
Mike.
Well, if I get $1 million, I ain't gonna be here.
Mike says Young looks like a blister. That will not be easy to come back from in this tournament.
Yeah.
Availability, not the question. It's the feel on the baseball.
Well, if the feel's bad on the baseball, then availability is the question.
Johnny Stat says the Pirates are 4-0 in the AAC tournament when Colby is on the field. If he gets another decision on the mound, he will be the only Pirate to have 3 wins in the AAC tournament.
The stats to consider.
Johnny Stats doing the thing as always. All right, Bone, you want to set up this interview?
Yeah, talked to Nicole Hutchison about Savone Revel, that draft pick, just really their whole draft class, and her thoughts on all the moves made this offseason. So here is that interview right now.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Dallas Cowboys team reporter Nicole Hutchison. Nicole, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. You know, it's the off season now. OTAs is a lot of fun. Practice has been high energy. So, man, I'm excited. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. When did OTAs begin? Was it Monday?
Monday. Yeah. So they begin Monday. What's today? Wednesday. So now day 3, technically.
Okay. What stood out to you the most in OTAs? I know not a lot's going to be shown in these early stages of off-season workouts, but just what stood out to you?
Yeah. So unfortunately, yesterday I had to miss practice. 50 minutes of it because I had my podcast during the time. But from the little bit that I saw, I mean, the energy's there. That's what I have not seen in the past here. You have like blasting music. The guys are kind of, dapping each other up after every play. But one thing that kind of stood out to me is the rookies, specifically Tyler Booker, who's certainly trying to demand that starting spot at right guard. There's a lot of good things happening, though. So, yeah, I know we're going to dive into another rookie that has been certainly setting the standard here for those classes as well.
Yeah, speaking of rookie, Savone Revel, former Pirate, now with the Dallas Cowboys. I thought it was a great pick. I hated it because I'm a Raiders fan, and we were right in that area, and we took a different cornerback in Darian Porter. But just what were your thoughts on the Savone Revel pick?
Honestly, I had kind of mixed emotions about it just because, he's a guy that doesn't really have a lot of experience. It's unfortunate that he has to end a season with a torn ACL, but when you just look at the film, he fits in perfectly with the system that Matt Eberflus is trying to do, as far as he wants a corner that can come up and tackle and be willing to tackle in the run game, but he also wants someone that can take on a receiver in man-to-man coverage. He is absolutely phenomenal in the little time that he did get a chance to play at East Carolina University. But when you just talk about his story too, he brings so much confidence no matter what he's been through. I got a chance to talk to him one-on-one, and one thing that he said that that separates him from the corners that are already here and other corners in the draft is just his hard work. Like, he's someone that's never going to stop working, and that's something that we desperately need, specifically in this secondary here in Dallas.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of his hard work here in Greenville, but him coming off the torn ACL, Trevon Diggs also coming off of an injury. What are their timetables for getting into training camp in the beginning of the season?
Right now, there's no timetables. Specifically for Trevon Diggs, he could miss a big bulk of the season just because it happened later in the season. And for Savone, they're really just not trying to force him out on the field right now. Just hearing from David Overstreet, he wants him to take his time. So if he's not feeling up for it too much, right now he's working with Britt Brown on the medical staff here in Dallas, off to the side at practices and things like that. But if he's not feeling up to speed, they don't want to force anything right now. So again, no timetables just yet. We're just kind of playing the waiting game on how they feel. But I did know that he did tell me in rookie minicamp, he was trying to get in on some reps, but the coaches told him, absolutely not. We're not letting you do that. So I know he's eager to get on the field for sure.
Yeah, we saw him out at Pro Day, and he talked about his progression afterwards when we talked to him. But just seeing him on the sidelines, it looked like he really wanted to get out there and show off his stuff. So I completely understand what you're talking about there. But another guy in that cornerback room, Deron Bland, going into a contract year. What have you heard about his situation?
Right now, he's a guy that doesn't really care about the contract talks. Like, he's someone that just wants to go out there and ball. Like, I know he had obviously an injury that kept him out half the season last year, but he's someone that wants to get back to that NFL league leading pick six guy this year potentially. But I know yesterday they had him working in the slot. Of course, with the big loss of Jordan Lewis, we need someone that can play inside and out. So right now they're just trying to figure things out of where he will fit. Most likely they'll continue to keep him outside, of course, but every now and then they may have to kind of slide him inside because right now we don't have a true nickel cornerback right now.
Another guy in looking for an extension is Micah Parsons. Has he been in attendance these first 2 days?
So he has not been here for practice, but that was something that actually we got a chance to hear from Brian Schottenheimer on yesterday, is that even though he may not be here, again, it is voluntary right now, he has been to the most important things. Like, he has been in the building for meetings to kind of help guide some of the guys. He has been at outside fundraisers that teammates have had. He's been at, somewhat of that kind of contact that rookies can reach out to as well. And something that, Shotty did make sure to tell him is that, I do need you here in this building just because I need you as a leader. And he's been receptive to that. So I know he's been around. I actually have seen him here, but he has not been at practice the last couple of days. And I don't expect him to be at too many voluntary practices, but just know Micah's getting his work in.
Yeah, and I'm assuming they're not going to let him go. I mean, obviously a contract will get done at some point. It's just a matter of when. But you talk about Brian Schottenheimer, kind of an unknown going into this season, and a lot of people scratching their heads at the hire. But it seems like a typical Jerry Jones hire where, like, hey, he could end up being Jason Garrett, where it's like 9-7, 8-8, but he could make the playoffs, or who knows, he could be the greatest Cowboys coach of all time. There's just an unknown there with Brian Schottenheimer. So what were your thoughts on that hire, and how far do you think he can go this season?
I'm not going to lie to you. I was very confused. I was like, what are we doing here? We have so many options around the NFL that you can go try and attack that can bring you a winning culture here and a winning team. But that's also, I'm now looking at myself like I'm crazy because you just never really know what somebody can bring when they have not had the opportunity. And so since day one, Shotty has not changed who he is. He has not changed what type of culture he wants to bring here. He's been very adamant about it. And you can kind of see like the difference in respect that Jerry Jones, and I don't want to throw shade right now. I just want to let it be known that you can see the difference in like respect that Jerry Jones in the front office has for him. As far as the coaching staff, he had a voice in terms of who he wanted to bring in the players. If he wants a player, best believe Jerry Jones respects him enough to go and get that player like George Pickens. So you're seeing that relationship, that front office coaching staff relationship kind of really be changed a little bit. And the culture here, he's bringing a obviously player first culture, but it's more of like, let me take you guys out to dinner every week, he's paying. So yeah, I mean, the energy's here. Even in press conferences, I feel like I learn a little bit more. I didn't feel like that when it was, McCarthy was kind of like a closed relationship. But yeah, definitely different here. And I'm excited to see what Shotty does in his first year as head coach.
You mentioned George Pickens there. The Cowboys, I said after the draft, need to get another receiver. I figured they would have maybe brought back Amari Cooper, go get Keenan Allen, fill that hole with a veteran receiver. But instead, they make the move to go get George Pickens. What do you think about that? Because I like George Pickens. I think he's very talented. But my thought process through this is if Mike Tomlin's willing to move on from a guy, probably not the best pickup. But what do you think about it?
I mean, you look and you see like some players just need a different change of scenery. I mean, that's just what it is. And I know for a fact that, can we just say hello? Like Dak finally has a true reliable receiver, and that's no shade, of course, to, guys like Jalen Tolver, Jalen Brooks. They just need a little bit more developing, and you need someone that can come in and be a playmaker right out the gate. George Pickens had a couple of big catches in practice yesterday. I was able to look at the tweets and see, because I obviously had to miss out. But no, I mean, he will be another threat to a defense, finally take some pressure off of CeeDee Lamb. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I know Shotty had mentioned that he was a guy that he was very adamant about going to get. And so for Jerry to make that happen after the draft, and nobody knew about it. Like, this was the first time that it's been so silent. They've been making silent moves, and we just all of a sudden hear that the Cowboys are just casually bringing George Pickens. Okay, one of the best receivers in the NFL. Got it. Cool. So yeah, no, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what CD and him are able to do together.
Nicole Hutchison joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. I look at the running back room and I get kind of concerned because it's Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, and then two rookies. How do you think that running back room will fare this season? And you think they're going to be looking to add maybe somebody else to that room?
I don't think they're looking at anybody else. I think they've made it clear that these are the guys they have, and these are the guys that they want to make it happen with this running game. And honestly, with the personnel that they have, I think that they can make something shake. It really just depends on how this offensive line performs. And our offensive line last year did not hold up too great. I mean, you had to battle injuries with Zach Martin, guys like Zach Martin, and you had younger guys, Brock Hoffman, who played well in place of him, but, TJ Bass, those guys hadn't really gotten the reps that they needed. So depending on your offensive line and how consistent they can stay will depend on how well your running back performs. And that's unfortunate because you have some teams like a Saquon Barkley who doesn't really, granted, the Eagles' offensive line is phenomenal, but he can make plays on his own. But unfortunately, we don't have that luxury, but I think that Jaden Blue can possibly come and be that, not every down back, but it'll be maybe a 1-2 punch with him and Javonte Williams. I'm interested to see about how that goes. I know Miles Sanders and, Deuce Vaughn do a little bit of the same thing, so I'm kind of concerned about Deuce. Hunter Lipke, I think, is safe because he's that Swiss Army knife that can be a tight end. He can also be used as a receiver and also as a fullback. So that running back room is going to be interesting to watch for sure.
Yeah, you bring up Saquon Barkley and the Eagles. It was announced just like an hour ago the tush push is not going to be banned. Cowboys struggled with stopping the run last year. Do you think you've seen some improvements just with roster additions and in those first 2 days of practice from that defensive line?
Yeah, that's funny that you say that because I was talking to Marshawn Nealon, rookie last year, now year 2 guy, defensive end. And I was talking to him yesterday in locker room and just asked him, obviously Matt Eberflus wants the front four to be the focal of this defense. Like, you guys were not able to get home with 4. Y'all were having to blitz a little bit more. Is that something that you feel that this personnel can do? He said, absolutely. You see guys like Solomon Thomas, who, when they're trying to stop the run, he's already 10 yards up in front of him at times in practice. Guys like, obviously, Osa as well, who can get up the field very fast as well. So I don't know. I think with also the addition of Donovan Ezeraku, the rookie, he brings a little bit of an edge to him as well. So I think that they're going to have a little bit more success in being creative just with the personnel that they've brought in for sure.
We've talked about the rookie class a little bit here with the running backs and Savone Revel. Who do you think is an under-the-radar guy that could see a lot of playing time this year?
I'm going to stick with the wide receiver, Trayshawn Holden. I think that just keeping it a stack, I mean, he's not getting paid a lot of money. His signing deal was $2.9 million over 3 years, and none of that guaranteed. So pretty much his signing bonus is $3,000. That's all he's getting. And he brings a competitiveness to him that I don't really see in the rookies. It's a little different. Like, the first thing that he said to us, DallasCowboys.com, was that I'm coming for people's heads. So, if that does not put a threat into that wide receiver room, I don't know what to tell you. But I know that he has a possibility of, if he has a great training camp, I think he could make this roster.
Very nice. Nicole Hutchison joining us today. Before we let you go, schedule came out last week. The Giants have the toughest schedule, I think, in maybe league history. The Commanders have a lot of primetime games. They're going to be under the bright lights. The Eagles are going to be the Eagles. They have a lot of primetime games. Lost a lot on the defensive line. How do you think the Cowboys fare in the NFC East this season?
It's going to be hard. This is a schedule that, I honestly just, from when I've been here, I haven't seen before, and I've just been talking around to former players and things like that, and they've said I've never seen the Cowboys have a difficult schedule like this, especially for a first-year head coach that's coming in, just still trying to figure out the reins. But I don't know. I think that they have a possibility to finish second in the NFC East. I'm just saying. But it starts out the gate, obviously. You got to be prepared. No more waiting to see what personnel you're going to play like they did last year, weeks after training camp, and still try to figure things out. No, it's got to happen maybe week 1 of training camp. So you're already prepared for the Eagles come week 1. So, time will tell, but week 1 will probably set the tone for how this season's going to go.
Yeah, I was taking a look at the schedule before we started talking, and my thought was they need to get out to a hot start because down the stretch it's Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders. I mean, it doesn't feel like they catch a break there towards the end, so a hot start is definitely needed in Dallas.
For sure, and the stretch of Thursday games as well. I don't think they've ever played that many short games or just a short time to kind of prepare for the next week. So, yeah, it's gonna be a test, but if they can pass this test, man, NFL beware.
All right. Well, Nicole, thanks for your time. Tell the people where they can follow you and catch your work.
Twitter, of course, and Hutchison TV, but all my stuff airs on CBS 11 out here or DallasCowboys.com on YouTube. Everything that we air on our broadcast also is on our YouTube channel, and Girls Talk Voice Talk on Twitter as well, every day, Monday through Friday.
All right. Great interview, Bone. Some good insight there from Dallas Cowboys training camp. And I'll say her reaction was the same as mine when they hired Brian Schottenheimer. But some good stuff on Savone Revel, says what they think about him and his future and the investment they've made where they're trying to ease him in to football activities, it sounds like. Now you talk.
Yeah, sorry. What was that?
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, have more for you, Pirate Radio Live.
Yeah, they really like him.
Are you all right in there?
Well, the mic wasn't on. I didn't want
Right, but are the headphones on?
Yeah, but then I was worried about yeah. Sorry.
Great interview.
Thank you.
What, you think you just do your interview and you're done? Like, well, my job's done today. Don't have to talk to this fat ass. I did my part. Is that what it is? No. Pirate Radio Live rolls on after this.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
North Carolina State Parks is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jockey's Ridge State Park, June 5th through the 8th in Nags Head, North Carolina. Exciting educational activities will take place, including yoga on the dunes, kayak trips, big canoe trips, a sandcastle building contest, and a horseshoe competition. All activities are free to the public. Special events also include a drone show, a concert by the Connells on June 5th, and bubbly toasts at sunset. For tickets and a full schedule, visit jockey'sridge50.com.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North Restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
This is Holton Ahlers from my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
Are you a new real estate agent wondering how to get your first deal fast? ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate is hiring, and we've got you covered. At ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we help new agents hit the ground running with proven training programs, high-quality leads from multiple sources, no cold calls, just real opportunities, one-on-one coaching from our experienced team, and cutting-edge marketing and tech tools. Don't start your career alone. Join the ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate team, a team that invests in you. Visit ENCPirateRealty.com and never worry about where your next deal is coming from. Go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of
Are you dare to walk the plank, matey?
Stop it, you're killing me.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. We'll take you to the edge. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU home services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right, back with you, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes, Jared Watkins alongside. We got any activity? Your event is starting soon, so still no baseball in Clearwater?
Yeah, it should be starting soon.
Stop the... You're all over it today, man.
I was joking with you.
Stop the presses. The Orioles have won a baseball game. They beat the Brew Crew 8-4 in 11 innings today. White Sox give up the lead against the Mariners. It is 6-5. White Sox won on in the bottom of the ninth inning. Twins have got to Gavin in the third for a run. It is 1-0 Twins over Guardians as they head to the fourth inning in that one. Coming up later tonight, Knicks Pacers game one. I watched 0 minutes, seconds, plays of the game last night. Oklahoma City Thunder victorious. SGA, breaking news, has been named the MVP.
Yeah. Did you see Michael Malone on the ESPN coverage? Well, I guess he didn't watch it.
No, I did not.
So before the game, he's talking about, Oklahoma City. They got the best fans in the world. And then after the game, he's like, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, clear MVP candidate. And everybody's just like, he's just crapping on the Nuggets now. He's on his petty world tour.
So saying the Nuggets don't have the best fans and Jokic is not an MVP.
Yeah.
He's also speaking facts.
Yeah, but everybody just took it as Michael Malone being Michael Malone because
just a curmudgeon.
Well, he's always been like this.
Yeah.
When they beat the Lakers, he's like, I'm LeBron's daddy. It's like he wasn't even concerned, like happy that he won the title. He's like, oh, we beat the Lakers. That's what really matters.
So it sounds like we should like this guy then.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was weird. Like, dang, you spend however many years with Jokic, and it's just like, nah, he's bum.
Don't call him Mike. You did call him Michael.
Yeah.
Because he's got on somebody about that before, I believe. I know he's a New York guy, right? Holton wants, at one point, wanted Tibbs fired and Michael Malone to be the next Knicks coach.
It just seems like every year towards the end of the season, they're like, oh, we got to get Tibbs out of here. These guys are gassed. And then look who's got legs down the stretch in these playoff games in the Eastern Conference.
Shout out Tibbs for leaving Brunson in long enough to score 20 in that blowout game.
Yeah.
I could not believe he was playing in the fourth quarter.
Well, when Tibbs is coaching, no rest is happening.
Yeah. Need to put together some kind of Knicks prop parlay. Been doing that all year. Holton had it since day one of this season. Kind of a Brunson 20, Cat 10 to 12 rebounds, Bridges 2 threes, some with one of those. So
yeah.
Probably cook up one of those tonight for game one.
Do you have the line in front of you?
Yeah, what do you think it is?
I want to say 5, 6.
4.5.
Who's Pacers favored?
Really?
I think they're the better team.
In New York, you got
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't know it was in New York. Sorry.
Yeah, Knicks favored at MSG. It's the 3 versus the 4.
Yeah, okay.
So how does that change your opinion? What should be the line? Pick 'em. Knicks by 2.5?
Yeah, 2.5.
Would you go Pacers money line here?
Nah, I got to see a game before I start making confident bets.
Holton Ahlers will be there for game 3.
Yeah, which I'd want to go to I guess the cheaper ticket is in Indiana, but
yeah,
I'd want to go to the Garden if I was a Knicks fan.
We will talk to Holton Ahlers coming up in about 8 minutes.
By the way, the cheapest ticket for Madison Square Garden, I guess tonight, $650 for standing room only.
How much?
$650 for standing room.
Yeah, which is probably do you even get a view of the court? You probably just get to be in the arena.
Yeah, I don't know. But I guess there's areas at the very top of the Garden where you stand and can still see.
What's the most you would spend on a ticket? I don't think I've ever gone $300, but I've been close there for Washington tickets in the past.
Yeah,
I've been in the 200s. I know.
What $350 for Raiders?
About
Cowboys.
$350.
Raiders Cowboys Thanksgiving.
Worth it.
Yeah, I mean we were close too.
Did y'all win?
Oh yeah, overtime field goal. Daniel Carlson.
Nice.
Walked out of that stadium high on life. Me and a bunch of Raider fans just chanting, screaming. I wasn't yelling at Cowboys fans, but
throwing garbage bags at Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
Shirley, you want to tell us how much money you spent on a ticket? How much was it to go see like the women's team, national team play?
For soccer, I think I paid. When I went to see Abby's final game at the Superdome in New Orleans, I think I paid about $175 for my ticket.
Yeah.
I've paid way, way, way more for concert tickets than sports tickets these days.
Have you gone north of $300 for a concert ticket?
Oh, yes.
Jeez.
500?
Way north.
500?
Keep going.
750.
Keep going.
No, I'm not going to keep going. Yeah, it hadn't been 4 digits.
Yes, it was 4 digits.
Oh, my God.
Yes, it was 4 digits.
How many dogs did you babysit that month?
Let's just put it this way. It took me about 6 months to pay it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try $1,500.
Oh, my word.
Who'd you go see for that?
That was just this last summer.
That New Kids on the Block?
New Kids on the Block.
It cost that much to go to that?
Now, keep in mind, for that concert, I had the Magic Summer Magic seats, which is I got to go backstage, meet all 5 new kids, and I got to see the first 6 songs of the concert from the stage.
Dang.
Stage right, actually.
Wow.
Don't believe me? Ask Sharonda. She was with me that night.
On the Shirley Rhodes Touch Tour.
Yes, that was my goal in life, was to touch all 5 new kids. And up until last summer, I had touched 3 of the 5, and then I managed to touch all 5.
Hello, police.
Jared,
Oh, there was accosting going on there.
how many Raiders you trying to touch before you die?
Just one.
None.
The Violator, whatever his name is.
We didn't play.
You want to violate the Violator?
Violate the Violator. Yeah,
I don't
that's
want to
it.
touch anybody, man. I'd like to shake the hands of a few people.
I want to shake their hand.
I just want to shake his hand.
All right, we'll get a break in.
I want to shake his hand.
We'll come back. Hour 3. Holton Ahlers going to join us. We'll also talk some Yard Gnomes baseball. We'll do that when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this timeout.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here.
The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
At East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville, we've decided to give you the maximum amount of savings we can this summer. It's Employee Pricing Plus. You pay the exact same thing as a factory employee. There has truly never been a better time to buy. Come check out the Ram 1500 at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep and get savings up to $12,000 with Employee Pricing Plus on Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep still has 2024 Ram Heavy Duties in stock. Save up to $15,000 with Employee Pricing Plus on the longest-lasting heavy-duty work trucks in the market. A 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee is now $8,000 off with Employee Pricing Plus, and save up to $5,000 on a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Offers do not include tax, title, and $8.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. NC State Parks will be celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jockey's Ridge State Park, June 5th through the 8th in Nags Head. There'll be exciting educational activities that will be taking place, including yoga on the dunes, kayak trips, big canoe trips, a sandcastle building contest, and a horseshoe competition. All those activities are free to the public, and they've got some special events planned too, including a drone show, a concert by the Connells on that Friday, and a bubbly toast at sunset. Visit jockeysridge50.com for tickets and a full schedule. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, college baseball regular season come to a close. It's tournament time. Pirates victorious on Tuesday. They'll play again against Charlotte on Thursday, but that means we are inching closer to a summer ball season and Yard Gnome season here in Greenville, North Carolina. We'll welcome in a couple of Yard Gnomes now. The manager is back, the coach, Jack Schaefer. Jack, good to see you again. How you doing, sir?
Doing well, man. How you doing, Cliff?
Doing good. And also John McCormick here as well. You know him from ECU days. I was going to say K-Tribe, I guess, Down East Wood Ducks days.
Yep, the dudes.
And now here with the Gnomes. How you doing, man?
Doing well. Glad to be here. Glad to get things started this weekend.
Yeah, well, boom, we are here. We are ready to go. Jack, we talked to you last year. We'll remind myself as well. When you aren't coaching the Yard Gnomes in the summer here in Greenville, what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm the recruiting coordinator down at Wallace-Dothan Community College in Alabama. Excited to be back up here for year 2 after a pretty good spring again with the Govs.
Hey, man, just starting with something from scratch. Like, you got to take a lot of pride in that. There's also probably some nervousness. How's this thing going to get going? Do you feel a lot more comfortable this year compared to last year, knowing you're a year in?
Definitely have a better feel for kind of how things run in the league, kind of how the CPO goes. And obviously new ownership was a change for this year, but John and Jerry and company have done a real good job and making me feel comfortable, but also kind of getting the ship rolling in the right direction.
Did you have summer ball experience before your time with the Yard Gnomes?
Yeah, so first time being a head coach in summer, but I was in the Northwoods League as an assistant for 2 summers prior.
Gotcha. And how about assistants? Who are your assistants? How do you put them together? You know, you're taking players from all over the country. Yeah. Is the same for assistants, or how's that work?
It is a little bit. I'm fortunate. Jorge Ramirez and Ty Carter will be back in the dugout with me from last summer, which is awesome. Both of those guys kind of came through word of mouth from guys that I know just kind of through the game. And then our other assistant coach this summer is Kyler Harris. Again, met him a little bit last summer when he was up in Peninsula. Jorge actually knew him a little bit as well, and he's working at Next Level Training right now. So it was a kind of the best of both worlds for both parties.
You mentioned Next Level. How integrated with the Greenville baseball community are you at this point? Like, do you talk to Ronald Vincent RV? Like, there's just so many great baseball people in the area.
For sure.
You know, you've got your job to do, but you mingle with those types at all?
Yeah, for sure. RV's a great guy.
Yeah.
Met him for the first time in January up at the ABCA in Washington, D.C., and have a couple conversations with him so far this spring since I've been up here. And obviously they're in a playoff run right now, and I was able to get out of the game yesterday, and they got the dub, so hopefully they can take care of business again tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, you meet some people on the way. Obviously, Trent and Gaynell Britt are great people over at Next Level, and been able to kind of get out in the community a little bit more and meet some of the host families. So looking forward to doing that more so this summer.
That's great. And you mentioned host families. We'll talk about that in a moment. But John, how about your role? What's your role with the Yard Gnomes?
Yeah, so I'm the general manager. Started in late November, early December in the role, and just overseeing everything as much as we can. Our goal right now is to form as many partnerships as we can, whether that's with a host family, whether that's with an individual season ticket holder, a company, a nonprofit. That's been our focus is kind of one by one getting partnerships and getting people out to Guy Smith and letting them hear about the Yard Gnomes.
How about your experience in the baseball world with your time in Kinston, what you did previously? How summer ball, how did that prepare you for summer ball? How's summer ball kind of different from those aspects?
Yeah, so summer ball, obviously all the guys show up right now, right after school. They haven't played together.
Yeah.
They didn't get a spring training. So, from the player side of it, Jack does a great job. I let him handle that, and all the coaches. And similar when I was in Kinston with the Wood Ducks or helping out over in Hickory with the Crawdads. Stay away from the baseball side, let the baseball side be there, assist when needed, but for the most part, worry about the business and try to do our best on that front.
All right. You'll make a great team owner one day, John. Just stay out of the sports side of it. You handle the business side. Don't be a Daniel Snyder.
Jones.
Or, yeah, that too. Jack, how about that? It's not necessarily like first day of Little League where guys show up and you're like, all right, what position do you want to play? You know the positions they play. You know what they do well. But getting to know a new group of guys, that chemistry, man, that might not develop for a couple of weeks weeks now, but how's it go when guys first get here?
Yeah, I try to stay in touch with the guys, throughout the spring. Obviously, they're in season, I'm in season, so sometimes it's a little bit difficult. But that's part of it, just trying to have a baseline, kind of getting a feel a little bit for the guys, before meeting them in person. But, once you meet them, just kind of let them be who they are and kind of see how things play out on the field. And obviously, everyone's got to get their reps, which is good. But it's just kind of building that relationship and just kind of letting them go from there and jumping in at the right time if you need to.
And for the most part, like these rosters are set, pretty far in the past, right? Like they don't just start this week. You put guys, coaches put guys where they want them to go in the summer and vice versa. So you kind of know who you're getting from that regard. How about currently now? How does it work with, because you got some Pirates that are going to be there. We'll talk about in a moment. But how about teams that are still playing? How many guys are you kind of waiting on right now that are still playing their season?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but it's probably around 7 or 8 guys coming in that are still going. Obviously, 4 guys coming from ECU is great. Hopefully, it's a couple more weeks before they actually get out here and they can continue to do their thing in the playoffs. But very excited to have those guys and just trying to keep a couple guys, I guess, in their places, so to speak, on short-term contracts until those guys can get out here.
So who are the Pirates that'll be joining the Gnomes this summer?
For sure. We have Michael Kalinich coming out, catcher. Very excited to have him on board. Another guy on the position side of things is David Lillis. He'll be in the outfield for us this summer. And then from the pitching side of things, we have Lance Williams and J.D. Little coming on board.
Lance, Jared, you're a fan favorite of Lance, who could be getting a ball here soon in the conference tournament, perhaps, for East Carolina, as they were winners on Tuesday. And hopefully that'll be a draw out to the ballpark. But, John, you're trying to make every game a draw, no matter who the guys are. So what kind of, promotions or different reasons will you be giving people to go out and check it out?
Yeah, well, we're starting tomorrow night from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock with a fan fest. All the players that we have here, which probably around 30 players, will be there. Mascot will be there. A lot of different vendors, at least a dozen or so. Fans can come out, get on the field, take batting practice, play catch, $1 hot dogs. And then throughout the season, we're going to do a lot of different promotional nights that some we've started rolling out and some not yet. But that if you want a cheap meal and a cheap entertainment ticket, you're going to get a good baseball game. Jack has the guys playing really hard. And I think right now, as it stands, a team that's going to compete. And then you're also going to get the entertainment side of it. It won't be the Savannah Bananas, don't get me wrong, but we want our fans and the community to interact with the players. So we want to push that as much as we can.
For a lot of listeners to Pirate Radio know about the Yard Gnomes, but say somebody's just hearing about it for the first time, John. So where are the games? Where can people find the schedule, tickets? Just give us kind of the basics, who, what, when, where of the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Yeah, yardgnomesbaseball.com is the catch-all. That's the easiest place to start. Second place, my cell phone number's on the website. So if you click it, call me, ask me anything you want. But no, it's a summer league baseball. So guys come from around the country to Greenville. Luckily this year we have 4 ECU guys and around another half dozen guys that are from the eastern North Carolina area that'll be playing for us. And then some guys from Florida, from Alabama, from you name it. We have players coming into Greenville. They play with a wooden bat, so slightly different than what you see as you're watching the conference tournament right now. And they play a minor league schedule. They're on bus rides. They get back at midnight and have another game over at Guy Smith the next night, which is our home field.
Yeah, I was going to say, it is a lot of games in a short amount of time. But, Jack, I hear when I ask current players, former players, like their favorite time of baseball in their life, and that could go from little league to college to high school to travel ball. A lot of guys say summer ball because there's not a ton of pressure, but you're having fun and you're still trying to win, obviously. But this is a lot of fun for the players, and I'm sure for you as well, being a coach and the grind of being a college coach. You probably enjoyed this too as well, right?
No, it's awesome, man. kind of, you don't have a spring training, you don't have like chemistry coming in, you kind of just throw guys together and say go play. Obviously there is a little bit more to it than that, but no, I mean it's a little bit lower stress levels, kind of getting back to the level of the game and playing for each other and playing for the fans out there.
And I always ask this question. A lot of times it's on the opposite side, but I'm glad to ask a summer ball coach about it. Lance Williams, for example, how much does Cliff or Austin Knight say to you, this is what we want from him? Or do you say, hey, this is our plan for Lance? What do you think about it? How does that work with starting pitching and not wearing guys out and stuff like that?
Yeah, so not just necessarily with ECU, but with all the coaches, especially on the pitching side, you try to communicate as much as possible, kind of look at how many innings they've thrown throughout the spring and say, meet with them or talk with them. And here's kind of what I see this kid doing, kind of see what their thought is. But I always yield to the college coaches because at the end of the day, they're getting their work in the summer, but they got to go back healthy and ready to go to their 4-year school.
Well, another thing I am fascinated about is the host family. So tell us about that, where are you going to put these guys? Well, some folks can step up and help out, right?
Yeah, man. Last year, a little bit of a struggle getting some host families, and obviously, again, ECU was huge with letting the guys stay in the dorms for a little bit, but it's awesome that we have a full boat of host families, and every guy has a host family.
Great.
And again, doing the summer ball a little bit, like host families are great, but it definitely seems to be a little bit different out here in Greenville. There were some of our host families from last summer that traveled cross country or just all over the place to go see their former players. You don't see that typically with host families, but it's awesome that some of those relationships were built and obviously are still being built upon.
That is really neat, and I've talked to a lot of the guys from ECU that say they have new little brothers and sisters now with the host family, so it is pretty cool that connections can be made that way.
Absolutely. No, it's great.
Jack Schaefer joining us, John McCormick as well, Yard Gnomes baseball. So you've got the Fan Fest Thursday, and then when does the action begin?
Friday night. Friday night's our home opener, and we're rooting for Rose tomorrow night on the road in Fayetteville at Terry Sanford. If they do have to play a game 3, if Rose were to lose, our game time would be 4 o'clock, and it would be a doubleheader with them playing that final Eastern Regional final at 7.
Wow, how awesome would that be? A doubleheader at Guy Smith Stadium with Rose maybe going to the championship and Yard Gnomes baseball kicking off their season. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Sir.
John, every time I have you on, I do have to ask you about the late, great Jeff Charles. First of all, when you get into a sports job, you're doing whatever you can, really. You're doing a lot of different things, right? Well, that's probably why you're a good GM, because you got to wear a lot of hats when you do a job like we do in the world of sports. But one of your gigs was being the spotter for Jeff Charles, right? And I just always, I worked alongside Jeff. Shirley did every morning for over a decade, so we know the great man he was. But what was it like for you working alongside Jeff Charles?
I love my job right now. I love pretty much every job I've ever had, an internship and work experience. I say that working with Jeff may be my favorite of anything I've ever done, working in sports for the last 11, 12 years. And just looking at him right here and the signature on the back of his bobblehead made me think back to 2018 when I was on his morning show here promoting the Morehead City Marlins in our league.
Right, yeah, that's awesome.
And so think about him a lot. Obviously, pretty much everybody that you come in contact to has good Jeff Charles stories as a testament to who he was. And, obviously we think about him a lot, and glad you guys have him here in spirit.
I miss having him on the show every Wednesday. What I miss more is just like seeing a story in the world of sports and texting him about it or talking to him about it, or even more so than that, John, you were around him a lot. This probably came up with you where you just like mention a name of a coach or a player and he's got a story about it. It never failed.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'd hop in his car and drive up to Blacksburg to Virginia Tech, or he'll name a player from the 70s or 80s. It's like, John, you know who that is? No, I don't, but let me look him up.
There you go. Yeah, he'll teach you a lot about the sports world. But yeah, we miss the voice each and every day. Speaking of the voice and that kind of thing, are there ways to watch online, or do you need to go out to the ballpark to see the team play?
Either or. So we have Flow Sports, which I know a lot of ECU fans are not so fond of, but
maybe some people still accidentally have a subscription.
Let's hope. Let's hope they kept it over from the Wilmington or ODU or so forth. But yeah, so Flow Sports is every Coastal Plain league, and so this year we'll have a 3-camera setup that'll get finished actually tomorrow, and then we'll have a broadcaster, Corey Hodges, on the call for every home game, and then on the away game, the other team will be supplying that broadcast.
Nice.
Still on Flow.
Okay, good deal. Jack, where are you from originally again?
I'm from just outside of Peoria, Illinois originally.
Okay. Hey, another year or two, you'll be a honorary Eastern North Carolinian. But how about your time in Greenville? You're experiencing for the second time around here. How much do you enjoy it personally?
It's awesome. I was very much looking forward to getting back up here for year 2. Spending some time in Georgia and in Alabama now, the Southern hospitality is definitely a thing, but coming out to East North Carolina, it's just a whole nother level. And I've told a couple people that, like, the people here are so friendly. They want to get to know you, get to know the players. Again, you just don't see that very often wherever you travel.
Well, y'all are about to be busy with games, but you got an open invite, John and Jack, whenever you want to come by. Bring some players by sometime as well. We'd love to get to know them. I did that last year and just love hearing guys' stories and where they're from and their baseball lives, their personal lives. But, yeah, we'll be talking Yard Gnomes baseball all season long here on Pirate Radio. So let's hook up again in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
appreciate it, guys. All right, Fan Fest coming up Thursday. Is that out at the stadium?
Yep.
Guy Smith. All right, Guy Smith Stadium, and the action beginning this weekend at Guy Smith Stadium, and potential for a pretty epic doubleheader, depending on what happens with Rose baseball. But that could be a great day of baseball here in Greenville. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk to a Greenville Little League baseball legend, Holton Ahlers. People tell me the longest home run in history there. I don't know if it's true, but we do know what he did on the football field. Scored a touchdown in the UFL over the weekend. We'll talk to Holt about that and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue electric, plumbing, and air.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Talk a little bit about the financing options that you provide.
We're here to help anybody from bad credit, poor credit, rebuilding credit, or great credit. We find the best deal through over 30 lenders here that we work with every day, and we're focused on finding the best fit for all our customers.
One website, 2 outstanding dealerships, Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at drivehерenow.com.
This is Dr. Hode from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
From May 27th through the 31st, the Hackne Restaurant in downtown Washington invites you to experience the Passion Event, celebrating North Carolina's delicious local ingredients crafted into masterpieces by elite chefs. Hosted by 2024 James Beard finalist executive chef Jamie Davis and the Hackne owner Suzanne Hackne, the inaugural event is partnering with NC Catch to bring together their chef ambassadors for an unforgettable dining experience. Enjoy a 5-course dinner with wine pairings and pre-dinner cocktails. Tickets are limited. Make your reservation now at thehackneypassion.com. The Hackne, Southern Fine Dining, Southern Hospitality.
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All righty, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Appreciate the Gnome boys coming by. Scott asking, do the Yard Gnomes have future games with the Hagerstown Flying Box Cars? Man, these names are nuts. Do they have cool hats? I don't know. What league are they in, Scott? Tell me more about the Hagerstown Flying Box Cars.
I should have asked this question because, I mean, he got my interest with the Dollar Dogs, but since it's at a high school stadium, what is the alcoholic beverage situation?
You know, Jarrett, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can't live life with regrets. You gotta ask that question when you get a chance, man.
I didn't think about it till now.
Yeah. I'll ask John. What is the alcohol situation? And we'll have an answer for you in a moment because I think that's an important question. That could get some people out to the ballpark.
The Hagerstown Boxcars are not in the same league as the Gnomes.
Sorry, Scott.
So sorry.
You will not be seeing the Yard Gnomes up in Maryland, at least against that team.
I believe they are part of the Independent League. It's the same league as the High Point Rockers.
Okay.
So, there you go.
There you go. Asked and answered. All right. Holton Ahlers fired up because he scored a touchdown this weekend, and his New York Knicks are playing for the right to go to the NBA championship if they can win 4 games against the Pacers. He joins us now on the Pirate Radio Live line. Holt, how you doing, man?
What's up, Cliff? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. In talks with a lot of rich people across the country who want that touchdown ball and going to try to make a profit off of. Are they really fining you for the toss into the stands to Cade Norman?
Oh yeah, I got the fine letter this morning, so it's actually cheap. Last year it was $500 to get thrown to the stands. This year it's only $150, so I'm kind of excited about it. So I
All right.
complaints there. I knew it beforehand.
That's not terrible, but yeah, if I can. No, actually, Caden Norman is still in possession of the ball. I got to say, generally speaking, I'm not a fan of like predetermined celebrations, but this one was next level because so many things had to happen. And Caden kind of told the story the other day that, hey, this is where I'm going to be, and you kind of scouted him out, maybe pregame or whatever, but you happen to be on the right side of the field. The most difficult part, obviously, is getting that ball up there and making it a catchable pass. And man, you held up your end of that bargain. That was a great throw.
Dude, I think that was the easiest part because I was so jacked up. There was no way I wasn't going to get it to him. And then, if you watch the video, he fumbled it a couple times.
Maybe the toughest part was him catching it. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, I think that was the one. He was. Grace was there. My fiance was with him, and then his fiance was there too. And Grace said he was nervous. He was a nervous wreck up there before I went. So I thought it was hilarious, man. So yeah, it was a pretty cool moment.
All right. Well, Caden might have told some secrets as well. Holden, was the quarterback sneak the original play call, or did you change that one?
Yeah, absolutely not. We were supposed to run to the right, and I said, we're good, which means we'll keep it on. We're running to the right. And then I paused for a second. I was like, you know what? This is my only moment to do this. So I called a QB sneak and reached over and scored. So.
That was awesome, man. And congratulations to you for getting into that end zone. And how about moving forward? How many more games? You guys are coming down the stretch here, right?
Yeah, we have 2 more games. So I'll be back in G Vegas, I think June 3rd or June 4th. So 2 more games play Memphis this week and then in San Antonio. And then that's it for the season, man. So it flies by.
And then it's wedding time. Holden, as we get closer to that, I mean, you've played in so many football games at this point. Do you even get nervous at all for that anymore? And at the same time, you've been, dating the lovely Grace for a while now. Are you even nervous about that? What are you more nervous about, a football game or wedding day?
Oh, the wedding for sure. I just wanted to go smooth. She's worked so hard at it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm more scared of her than I am of these 300, 400-pound defensive tackles. I'll tell you that.
You got to make it right for the bride, for sure. I understand that. So
absolutely,
I'm sure it'll all go great and be a great time. Holton Ahlers joining us. We get to see you in a package or two there with the Renegades, and we've kind of talked about it over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully, John David Baker gets creative with Mike Wright, and I saw a recent deal on redact the colors with our guy Igo, but there was a thread about, first of all, how great your interview was with Mike Wright. He's already a fan favorite just with his interview with you and Caden, but they were talking about like the different ways he could be used, and somebody said, hell, receiver, running back, like we're all speculating at this point, but how do you think we see Mike Wright used, if at all?
I think he'll definitely be used. He's too much of a weapon not to be used. I think he'll be used at quarterback, and then we might even see some 2 quarterback sets. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But I don't know, man. I mean, I think that's what's fun about it is we have a creative, young offensive coordinator, and now he can go be creative. So it'll be fun to see. I think we really won't get a hint until, or I know we won't get a hint, of what that is until he trots out there versus NC State, and he gets in the game of some variation of it. So I'll have to look, once we get back and we start breaking down the film, me and Caden are, when we start that segment, I'm going to go back and look at, Ole Miss, if they ever had any, mobile quarterbacks or any Wildcat packages.
Yeah.
Should give you a hint kind of, of what they've done. And even USC and North Texas where JDB's been. So usually, coaches have experience somewhere of Wildcats, and you just got to dig deep enough, and I'm sure I'll be able to find it and, kind of get a hint of, maybe some of the stuff that they'll be doing.
Excited for Pirate football, excited for the opener against NC State. And speaking of the Pack, this story is up on PR927fm.com. NC State head coach Dave Doran has said, what we all knew out loud, we don't want to play at Appalachian State. The teams are going to play this fall, but State paid App $300,000, according to On3.com's The Wolfpacker. So that means they, will buy out of that game. And unfortunately, I get it, Holton, but it doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth, and also probably it shares the feelings they have about playing here in Greenville as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, It doesn't surprise me at all, but, it does suck. But at the same time, I don't know if that will affect ECU as much. ECU is a bigger stadium. I mean, I just don't think NC State wants to go to these smaller stadiums. And not saying App State isn't a good team. I mean, they're a really good team and always have been, at least this decade. I think it's more just the situation's a little bit different in App State than maybe ECU. Now, look, I'm sure Dorn doesn't want to come to ECU because he's either lost or been close to losing every game pretty much he's played here. But I think ours is a little bit more of like a rivalry and a little bit, more history involved in them versus App State.
Yeah, I hope you're right, but I mean, it's all about labels, and he said the conference doesn't want us to go play G5 road games, so he can use that for anybody that's not in that P2 or 4 or whatever.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it kind of stinks, but I get it. I mean, if you have Mac McCarthy said it yesterday that if you have the money, you can make the rules, and that's the way it goes.
Sadly enough, yeah. I mean, welcome to new college football, Clipper. That's how it's going to be, man.
All right, Holt. I know you're fired up. How are we feeling about Game 1, Knicks and Pacers?
I'm pumped, Clip. Look, I'm pumped for Game 1, but I'm more pumped for Game 3 when I'm going to be in Indiana, buddy. I cannot wait.
We've talked about that quite a bit. You've got I just don't have the confidence in my teams the way you do. I would never, ever put out a video like that with my team still in the semifinals or whatever. So
yeah, Clip. So I flew home for a wedding a day before the game, so I had to watch Game 6 on my phone on the plane, but I didn't have, connection to get text. I only had connection to watch the game. And I landed, and Grace picked me up from the airport, and I got my phone was blowing up. And I literally told Grace, I said, Grace, this feeling right now is just as good as getting text after I played my own game. Like, people are texting me congratulations and all this.
Yeah.
Grace, this literally feels like I just threw for 500 yards and won the game.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Feeling.
I know what you mean. It's like, yeah, when Jaden Daniels completed that Hail Mary against the Bears, it was like I had another child or something. Like, congratulations on the birth. No, it was all about the Hail Mary. So I totally understand that. And yeah, man, and that sense of pride you get as a fan, it's what makes sports great. So Knicks 4.5 tonight. Got any feeling on the game, player props, anything you really like tonight, Holt?
I don't touch betting. I mean, my heart's already in it in the playoffs. But 4.5, I'd take the Knicks. I think the Knicks will go out there and play good. I think it'll be split 1-1. I think we'll win tonight, and then we'll lose Game 2, and then we'll win Game 3, and then win Game 4. I think we'll win the series. I could see it going to 6. It wouldn't surprise me if we split Game 1 and 2 of some sort, just because they're a hard matchup. I mean, they play so fast. They press, full court press the whole game. So it's hard to beat them in a series. I think we're ready to do it. But, it wouldn't surprise me if the 2 first games are split, just to kind of get a feel for it, and then hopefully the Knicks take off from there.
Who are you going to the game with in Indiana? You solo? You got anybody going with you?
So I booked it solo, because Grace was back home, and she thought she had a lot of wedding stuff to do, and she called me yesterday and was like, look, I got a lot of it done. I want to go with you. So we're booking her. She's going to come to Indiana with me.
All right. I don't want to see any videos of people throwing trash at you and stuff, so be careful.
No, the Knicks are taking over Indy. I ain't even worried about it. And Cliff, the Indianapolis 500 is the same day, so I'm going to be living my best life out there.
Unbelievable. The year of the Holt coming up here in 2025. Holton, good stuff, man. Have fun. We'll check in with you again next week.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Clip. See you, man.
Holton Ahlers is joining us on Pirate Radio Live. Excited for his New York Knicks. He's got a lot going on. He's got the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. He's got a wedding coming up. He's got a streak of touchdowns scored at 1 week. He's trying to make it 2. Where do they play this week? And will Caden Norman be there to catch the ball? How about that? So $150 fine for that toss into the stands. Is that fair?
It's not bad. Compared to what it was last year, he said 500.
Yeah, they really went lax on that. Why is there a fine at all?
I mean, there's no way that ball cost that much money.
And are they really going to reuse the ball again? What do they turn it into, a practice ball?
Don't you think? I mean, I know in the the NFL, you see those clips where it's just like they hand the ball to somebody. It's like, hey, keep that for me. Don't you think if he would have got back to the sidelines, it was just like, hey, this is my first professional touchdown. Let me keep this. They would have been like, yeah, go ahead.
Right. And then does he have to pay for it?
Yeah. But, I mean, throwing it to Caden in the stands is a lot cooler than doing something nobody would have seen.
Do you think that UFL is going to take off? And do you think it'll be around in 10 years? Okay, I'll take that as a no. If you were going to say yes, I was going to say we should start the UFL Hall of Fame right here in Greenville, North Carolina.
Yeah,
like the Pro Football Hall of Fames in Canton.
Yeah.
We start the UFL. We start the Spring League Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So we could do all Spring
We
League.
do Steve Young.
Our first intro into that Hall of Fame is the ball, the game ball, the Holton Ahlers ball.
People, what about who?
Well, the good thing is it's in Greenville, so everybody knows who it is.
But I mean, Canton at least makes sense because football was invented in Canton or something like that.
Or something like that. No, you sound like you know what you're talking about. Was it invented in Canton?
I don't know.
And by who?
John H. Football.
So James Naismith credited for inventing basketball. Abner Doubleday, I think, baseball. Who invented American football? Why can I not think of that? Is that a famous name? I feel like it is. Who invented peanut butter? Marcellus Gilmore Edson. Okay, thank you, but that's not what I want to know.
I thought Booker T. Washington invented peanut butter.
Walter Camp is called the father of American football.
Okay.
He shaped the modern game. But his name's not up there with Naismith and Doubleday.
Yeah. That's interesting.
A set of rules was drawn up in 1880 onward by Walter Camp. I've heard of the Camp Award. But who is the father of football? I guess it is Walter Camp. But why? Again, you saying it makes sense is in Canton. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I feel like you just said that.
I need to make sure I'm right.
About what? It being invented there?
No, it was not invented in Canton.
No, it doesn't make sense.
The National Football League was founded in Canton, Ohio.
Great. Who
So
cares?
I was on the right track.
Yeah, but like,
I was
there's
just
no
saying,
team in Canton.
Yeah. They play a game there, though. I'm just
Okay, well, they can play a spring game here at Dowdy Ficklin. It sounds like you're just crapping on my idea.
I'm not crapping on your
idea. But I
idea.
don't really like your reasons.
I just am trying to go ahead and get ahead of the questions we will be asked when we break ground on this Hall of Fame.
Is Canton a destination site? No.
Because of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Right. Yeah, okay. That's why we're going to make Greenville a destination site for spring football lovers.
Okay. Because that's a thing.
I kind of like you going back at me because I'm going to need to argue these points.
That's what I'm trying to get out in front of this thing.
We're going to make it a thing. We're going to have hologram Isaiah Winstead in there talking.
Are we not going back to like the USFL that had a lot of stars?
We're going to do it all. Herschel Walker.
Okay, but the first
Herschel Walker, people like him, right?
Didn't Steve Young play in the USFL?
I think so.
All right. But yeah, the first introduction will be that ball.
And literally, we're going to have Herschel Walker there explaining the boys and girls, like just everything. Is the first
30 minutes into his speech, it's like, hey, Herschel, can we get to football at some point in this?
The first room, the first wing is just Q&A, whatever you want to ask Herschel Walker, and he'll answer it for you. And then we'll have Holden's ball and Steve Young. I like Steve Young. I'm not going to say anything bad about Steve Young. But sometimes he's a little out there. I think he had a lot of concussions.
Yeah.
Who are the best? Who else played? Best USFL players. Bo Jackson didn't play, did he? Jim Kelly, Reggie White, Sam Mills.
Dang.
Doug Flutie.
Yeah.
Kelvin Bryant. He went to North Carolina. We could.
Okay.
Maybe Doug Williams.
Are we going to also involve the XFL in this?
Yeah, that's the beauty of this thing. It is a spring league across the board.
Okay.
Spring football. Pro spring football. It includes everything. XFL. We get the cool.
We get He Hate Me in there.
Yeah, we get the cool jerseys and logos and everything.
Yeah,
we can get Vince McMahon, Greenville.
Oh, bang!
That's why
bang.
it's here.
All right. See, we just had to work our way through it. Just brainstorm a little bit.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. Fleet Feet Rundown. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. And on the last Sunday of every month, Doug Henry is open. Your weekend just got a little easier when you're looking for a car because you can shop at Doug Henry of Greenville on Sundays. Visit Doug Henry for the biggest selection of used cars. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Mention Pirate Radio for $500 off any vehicle. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Hey Greenville, John McCormick from the Yard Gnomes and ambassador of the Greenville Museum of Art. Get ready for the summer shindig. Wednesday, June 11th, 6 to 9 p.m. Morgan & Company Live, Nash Hot Chicken, drinks, art, baseball, raffles, family fun, right here at our museum. Shouldn't you dig it? For tickets and info, visit gmoa.org/summer-shindig. Don't miss it at the Greenville Museum of Art.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
It seems like places are giving you less and less food these days.
Yes, Mama, it's called shrinkflation. Oh, shrinkflation is just another word for robbery. But this is shackflation. What? Dang, that's huge. Extra pepperoni, extra cheese on that thing.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and get a Shackaroni pizza for only $12.99. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Big changes are coming to the Rick House. A new menu is on the way with great food, and it's the perfect atmosphere for a night out.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000-square-foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington has everything you need for game day or any other day for men and women, whether it's dress, casual, or even a formal occasion. Russell's has you covered. Russell's has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years with quality clothing and personal service. Russell's Clothing on Main Street in downtown Washington, part of Pirates supporting Pirates. And where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of Greenville Auto World and Greenville Motor Company and is fully stocked with an inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 48 years. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Well, a little bit of run support is better than nothing. And Gavin Williams, seems like he doesn't get a ton of it. He's got 2 runs today, and he's pitched so well that that's enough right now because Gavin on the day has gone 6 innings, allowing just 1 run on 2 hits. He has struck out 6 and has walked 2. Gavin's ERA currently under 4, sitting at 3.94. So great day on the bump for Gavin thus far. Was trailing 1-0, but the Guardians scored 2 runs in the 6th inning and give him now a 2-1 lead. We'll see if he goes out there for the 7th. Let me get a pitch number on Gav. He is at 98 pitches, so may come out with a 2-1 lead. We'll find out because the Guardians are batting with a 2-1 lead in the top of the 7th inning. Pirate baseball returning on Thursday as they'll play Charlotte. Right now, we got Wichita State and South Florida going on.
Unless they just got 2 outs in like 5 seconds, Wichita State's got bases loaded.
Could be a pitching change.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got as far as a score in that one, as the Shackers taking on the Bulls. Coming up tomorrow, Tulane and UTSA at 1 o'clock. East Carolina will play 47 minutes after that one. Pulling up the stat broadcast here, which takes a little while. This is all part of our Fleet Feet rundown, by the way. We get a double play. Looks like we're out of the inning, Jarrett.
Oh, okay.
It says middle of the 4th inning.
Dang, good on them.
It is 1-0 Wichita State heading to the bottom of the 4th. Shockers in the lead right now. South Florida looking for their first hit of the day. All right. What else we got on the rundown? Let's do a quick, because you were firing these off at me while I was talking to Phoenix Evans. So the rule changes, or I guess more importantly, the rules that weren't changed today in the NFL. Tush push remains.
Yep.
Playoff format remains the same.
Yeah, they didn't vote on it. It was rescinded.
Okay. Tempers flare.
Yeah, for the tush push.
Sensuous dreams were brought up in the meeting. Y'all can read more about that.
Onside kicks are changing.
So how?
Last year, it was the first year of this new rule where you can only do it in the 4th quarter. You have to be trailing, and you have to announce it. Now it's any time in the game, but you still have to be trailing, and you still have to announce it.
Why don't we announce everything? Hey, we're going to throw a pass this time. We're going to throw it to this guy. Yeah. Announcing onside kicks is like,
it kind of defeats the whole purpose of the onside kick.
Yeah.
Take away great moments like the Saints-Colts Super Bowl.
Yeah, like, okay, we know when a team is trailing late, they're going to kick an onside. You don't need to announce it. But the surprise onside,
yeah,
it's one of the cool things we had in football. Yeah, I don't know. Also today, Hard Knocks, we learned, will feature the Bills. Shirley can, I'm going to give you one job. Can you pull up the Hard Knocks theme for me? Because Jarrett likes to say, it's starting to feel real.
It is starting to feel real.
When you hear this song, it's going to feel real. because it is a great tune. Pump it up. Hard Knocks recap. Can you look up in can you find Hard Knocks recap in the locker in the sports bar folder? You might have to go on that other computer. But we did Justin Bear. Did you meet Jeff, the Browns fan, at the draft party? My buddy from high school. Yeah. We did a Hard Knocks recap when's Hard Knocks come on? Tuesday nights? Every Wednesday during that summer.
Nice.
But that theme song to the Hard Knocks recap sounded a lot like the Hard Knocks theme. And
was it just you singing?
Do you have it, Shirley?
Is it a Hard Knocks recap segment? Is that what? Or is that, or hold on.
It should say like Hard Knocks recap theme or Hard Knocks recap.
Hold on.
See what we got. Maybe the segment would start off with the song. I don't know.
Hold on a second.
Just
Let me double.
We got a couple minutes.
I just want to make sure that I've got. This is what I got.
Hard Knocks recap. 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 Hard Knocks recap with Justin and Jeff.
Did you use AI to make that?
No, please, everyone be quiet.
Honky check.
That was all me.
All natural.
I wrote that whole song. Now, I didn't write the music. I'm not going to lie there.
Spitting hot fire.
But I did write and perform all the lyrics you just heard there.
Fire.
Tight. What else you got for the rundown? Anything?
On this day.
Oh, on this day, presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports.
Yeah, let's see if I can find it again. On this day in 1996, who became the 8th youngest player in the MLB to hit 200 home runs?
In 1996?
King Griffey Jr.?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
On this day in 1997, this Blue Jays pitcher beat the Yankees for his 200th win.
Was he playing there then? I'm going to Roger Clemens?
Yep.
All right. I like this.
On this day in 2001, NHL Western Conference Final, Colorado Avalanche beat
Colorado.
Who? 4-1.
Who? So it would be an Eastern team. I have no idea.
No, it's the Western Conference Final.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Stanley Cup. Well, now I have even less of an idea. Who was good back then? Colorado was good, and the Red Wings were really good.
Not the Red Wings.
Okay. No, I'm not going to say the Kings. I'm not going to say the Stars. If I say one of the teams that I'm not saying, say it's correct.
I got you.
The Vancouver Canucks were good then.
Nope.
I don't even know if they were. Who was good in what year we in? 01. Canes played the Red Wings is all I can think about in my brain, and the Avalanche were good. Any Canadian teams? Probably not.
Nope.
Go ahead and tell me, J-Bone.
The St. Louis Blues.
Nah, I wouldn't have got that. Maybe Brett Hull played then, but wouldn't have got that. Got any more?
No, it's really just horse racing and soccer. So no.
I have one television one.
Okay.
And since we
can
did
you make
not,
it into a trivia question?
Yes, I can. And not only that, since we didn't have on this day yesterday, it was actually on this day yesterday. But on this day in 2003, this television series aired its final episode.
2003. Oh, how long? I guess you're saying it's a very popular television
It
show.
is a, I guess you would
Friends?
call it a cult. It had a cult following. I wouldn't necessarily call it like.
Is it Friends?
No, it's not.
I mean, is it Cheers?
The popularity would not be at Friends' height. That's why I'm saying it has a little bit of a.
Well, if
here's
Shirley
a
likes
hint.
it, it'll be like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
You are correct, sir.
So I've heard this on the dozen trivia. They're like, you're not playing against your opponent, you're playing against the host. I was just
This
thinking.
is exactly.
I got in Shirley's brain here.
I was thinking Cheers because
George went.
Well, no, he died the same day, day as the anniversary. It went off the air.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was,
That was yesterday.
That's what I was thinking. Like 2003. No way.
Yeah.
Cheers outlasted Seinfeld and Friends.
Man, I was a big Sarah Michelle Gellar fan back in the day.
I owned the entire series on DVD, which
You
is
ever touch
embarrassing.
her?
Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All right.
No. I have never met any of the cast members. You know, I have two favorite shows. One's Buffy. I've never met a cast member from Buffy. I do have some props from the show, but no cast member.
I want to go to one of those Lost fan fest and meet my favorite Lost castaways.
You should do it.
I'm going to do that.
Whenever they do like a Galaxy Con, you should go because they have all sorts of people. They had people from Boy Meets World, Saved by the Bell, Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. I mean, that's how I got a picture with Corey Feldman a couple of years ago. He was there for Goonies and Lost Boys. And William Shatner was there the same weekend. I just missed him because he was there Friday and I didn't get there till Friday night. But yeah, you should try one of those.
That's been your Fleet Feet Rundown. Back to wrap it up after this.
North Carolina State Parks is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jockey's Ridge State Park, June 5th through the 8th in Nags Head, North Carolina. Exciting educational activities will take place, including yoga on the dunes, kayak trips, big canoe trips, a sandcastle building contest, and a horseshoe competition. All activities are free to the public. Special events also include a drone show, a concert by the Connells on June 5th, and bubbly toasts at sunset. For tickets and a full schedule, visit jockey'sridge50.com.
Pirate fans, the East Carolina football season ticket campaign presented by Hamill Builders is underway. The Pirates are looking to build momentum off an 8-win season and that Military Bowl win over North Carolina State. Head coach Blake Harrell wants you to be a part of his first full season as the Pirate head coach. Season tickets can be purchased for as little as $115. Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or go to ECUPirates.com today to get your 2025 season tickets.
The biggest and best Memorial Day sale is on at Bostic Sub Furniture. Store-wide savings on furniture for every room, plus hundreds of items in stock with 6-month special financing. Plus, get a discount equal to 2 times the sales tax on beautiful living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, or 60-month special financing. Sleep better and save on a new brand name mattress with up to 60 months special financing. Don't miss the incredible Memorial Day sale on now at Bostic Sub Furniture.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
The Dow was down 816 points today and closed at 41,860. The NASDAQ is down 270 points at 18,872. The S&P is down 95 at 5,844. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, fun show today. We got another busy one for you on Thursday. Kim McNeil will join us to give us an off-season recap thus far and also talk about her camps. Dustin Lineback will join us to talk about the pirate ship that was running around the racetrack last weekend, and we'll get a NASCAR update with him. Also, Jarrett has a one-on-one with Shane Connick from the Charlotte Observer. Had him on to talk, Charlotte football with us last time?
Yeah.
Very enthusiastic guest. Looking forward to hearing from him again. He'll talk to Jarrett about... what do we got? Coca-Cola 600, Charlotte
ECU,
baseball.
Charlotte baseball, Charlotte football offseason, Little Carolina Panthers.
Awesome. Also planning to hook up with Rajay, Coach Hud, and Zach Kaplan. So, man, we are chock full for our Thursday show. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes. See you tomorrow. Great job, Jay Bone. And thank you all for tuning in. We'll talk to you Thursday, 3 o'clock. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation